frustrated. I am getting so frustrated. Okay, I'm online. Am I online? Ooh. Am I lagging? Am I still lagging? Are we good? You know, sometimes it takes a minute when I go live for like the stream to catch up. I don't know what that is. I really don't. I did change channels, Tampa Bro. I'm actually on both, hopefully. I'm just trying. I'm trying it out. Look, bear with me. I'm here. We about to get into this Real Housewives of Atlanta situation. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Are we good? What's up, NMO? C. Patterson. Okay, everybody's in the room. Okay. Okay. Good. Woo. I just want everything to be okay before I start. And I don't know if this is gonna be okay. If not, I might just have to roll with it. What's up, Angie? You only got one alert, C. Patterson. Notification squad, Princess AG. Yes. Okay, we gonna keep going. Okay. Is it clearing up any? Because I know sometimes it takes like a little while for it to clear up. And that's not on my end now. Like, look, I know I got a whole bunch of people who don't like me, who be like, as soon as I get online, they like hit flag. But I can't, I don't know what to do about that. It's a whole bunch of like haters and people who are mad and angry and upset. And just, soon as they see my face, they like flag. Like, what I do to you? But shout out to the squad. Thank you so much, Royalty, for putting your aliens up. Shout out to the squad, honey. I don't know if y'all saw the Real Housewives of Atlanta tonight. But I don't know if I should just say, I told you so. I told you so. I called this like Nene Leaks versus everybody. But I guess I should call it Zero Fucks Given. Because that's what Nene was serving the entire show. Zero fucks given. It's like, girl, Nene, give us something. Give us a reaction. Give us a little something. Show us you used to like somebody in this crew. You don't like nobody, girl. What's going on? What is going on, honey? Woo! I don't even know where to start. I guess I just started at the beginning, honey. Let me pull out my notes. Honey. They started with Porsha. And her fighting ways. Kandi, Andy asked Kandi and Porsha about their truce, because we all know they were not friends at the beginning of the season. Kandi was shading Porsha every chance she got. Porsha was not feeling Kandi. The whole rape gate situation that's still hanging over their heads, even though Kandi has monetized it and is making money from the dungeon and all that. There's still some, animosity amongst them. They brought up the fact that that Porsha had got into it with Jamie at Todd's birthday party. So they was arguing about that. Like, Kandi was like, how you gonna run up on somebody and you knew you was pregnant, even if they didn't know you was pregnant. And Porsha, was saying, that she was like 2-3 months. Then Kandi was like saying you were but a month. Then they was arguing over details and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. Apparently, it seemed like Kandi make it seem like it was a big ruckus and a big to-do, but then none of the ladies seem to have seen anything occur, as far as Porsha like trying to buck up, nuck if you buck, to anybody. Porsha seems to feel some kind of way that Kandi even hired Jamie in the first place, which is interesting because, these ladies all seem to like flock to, their friends, enemies, and all that kind of stuff. That whole enemy of my enemy is my friend situation. So Kandi apparently hired Jamie to get back at Porsha, or to at least throw some little daggers at Porsha. Speaking of which, it seems like Cynthia is, doing what she's doing as far as with Kenya, to throw some little daggers at Nene. And just like Nene pulled Phaedra up out the gutter or wherever she was at, lurking, hiding or whatever, to throw some little daggers at Kandi. But again, I digress. As far as the show is concerned, it was interesting. They brought Tanya and Marlo out. Tanya and Marlo are both in their feelings. Well, not Tanya and Marlo, but Tanya seems to be in her feelings because Nene don't want to be her friend. Even though Nene is the reason she's on the show. Andy brought up the fact that, Tanya's tag has changed. At first she was Nene's friend. Now she's Eva's friend. I found it was interesting that Marlo called out Eva because Eva tried to shade a little bit. Did y'all notice that Eva was bucking up too? We finally got Eva the diva. The whole season that went by, and we finally got Eva. Everybody is gunning for Nene Leakes, and it's like zero fucks given. Meanwhile, Tanya is like, you were my friend, and you didn't do this, and you didn't do that. Look, I ain't gonna even lie. I kind of fast forward through Tanya's part. Let me look at my notes, because Tanya, I might have fell asleep on that part. I don't know, but Tanya, and Nene wasn't giving her nothing. Tanya still arguing over the situation with Paul in Tokyo when Nene said, y'all been engaged for 7 years. Y'all may not never get married. That really struck a nerve with Tanya. Tanya seemed to felt that Nene was really nasty and, was throwing shade when she said it. And Nene was still giving her nothing. Zero fucks given. She was like, girl, I didn't even care that much. It was just a statement. Why is you mad? Why are you upset? Interestingly enough, Cynthia jumps in, Nene's former friend, to say, I know Nene well enough to know that she really wasn't throwing shade. So, Tanya was pretty much, trying to get a reaction that she did not get. Meanwhile, Nene and Marlo sitting on the other side of the couch, kikiing and giggling like, ooh, child, these girls. Look, ooh, child, the ghetto. Ooh, child, the ghetto over there. She's like, these girls on that side of the couch, honey, they just gunning for a peach. They are gunning for a job. They really need something going on, honey. So it was just interesting to see, Nene, being the target. I told y'all that. Y'all don't be believing me. I told y'all that if y'all go back March 8th, I think it might have been the day after the reunion, I did a post, and I'm gonna put the link up there after this video, but I did a post and I said reunion tea, and all the reunion tea, I was like reading all of this, each and everything. That's why I'm like, let me go back and see if I was right. And I'm like, yes, I was right. Somebody said Nene is a bully to Tanya. You think Nene is a bully to Tanya? I don't know. They did kind of bring up the fact, they said something about when people come on the show, Nene expects them to be loyal and to be her lapdog. And did you notice the camera pan to Cynthia? The camera pan to Cynthia when they start talking about lapdogs. We were like, oh, bravo, you shady. You are so shady. Speaking of lapdogs, somebody called Marlo a Labrador. A loyal Labrador. And Nene was like, loyalty is important. Loyalty is important. But at the end of the day, I don't know if I want a lapdog. I just want somebody to have my back. What about you? I know y'all think I'm always riding for Nene, but clearly she needs somebody to ride for her, right? Or maybe she don't. Like a real G stands alone. The real OG stands alone, honey. They were gunning for the OG. Okay, let's talk about Gregg for a second since we talk about the OGs. Gregg is a real OG. They brought out, oh, nice Gregg. I love me some Gregg Leaks. He's so nice and sweet. Well, at least he seems sweet, because Nene act like he is the devil incarnate. Nene is like, Gregg got cancer, but Gregg is mean, honey. Gregg is so mean. So, Gregg came out, gave his side of the story, which was interesting to see. He did say, I was difficult at times. I'm not a poster child for kindness. Andy shady ass brought up the fact that Nene is probably still hurt over Gregg cheating. which is kind of what she's been harboring all these years. And I'm sitting there going, ooh, child. I remember all that. Remember when they were supposed to be they were supposed to be play getting a divorce. This is where the tea come in at. The old tea on straight from the A.com. Remember when Gregg and Nene was supposed to be getting a divorce, or they claimed that they was a divorce, and I kept saying, would you divorce your spouse for $1 million? Asked Nene Leakes, and I said I didn't believe they was divorced. Remember that? Y'all remember that? Well, it was around that time that they was divorced, and this lady had hit me up, and she was sending me all these pictures of her and Gregg. I think her name was Pam something. I can't remember. But anyway, she hit me up, and that's what Nene cursed me out on the Twitter and was saying all these things, because apparently I ruffled a few feathers when I posted it, because they weren't actually divorced anyway. But I digress. The interesting thing about what Gregg said out there, Gregg said he was a bit heartbroken over the way everything played out over the season. I guess he felt some kind of way about the way his wife was being portrayed. But Nene, from one OG to another, Nene was unapologetic about the situation. He asked, Gregg was asked about, the situation with Cynthia and all that jazz and the friends and all that. And Gregg said Cynthia was like a sister to him, and to which Cynthia looked like, she's all smug, and Nene looked like, wait a minute, hold up, something going on behind my back. Is something going on behind my back with Cynthia? Would she been spending all her energy throwing shade at Cynthia, and then Gregg then said that's like his sister. Oh, child. I don't know. Gregg didn't. I don't know. Gregg probably got roasted when he got home. Like, how dare you say that's your sister? But anyway, Gregg, Nene unapologetic. Gregg said, Nene said that Gregg is not a walk in the park, even when he didn't have cancer. Gregg, this kind of made my heart, feel some kind of way about Gregg when he said, I've never had cancer before, so whatever it is I was doing, I didn't know. He didn't know. Neither one of them knew. Nene didn't know how to deal with somebody with cancer. Gregg didn't know how to be somebody with cancer. They both needed some type of, guide to how to deal with, this changing situation of this person with a terminal illness. How do I live my life? How does it go forward knowing that this person that I have depended on for so long, might not be there on Nene's part? And then Gregg, shoot, how do I go on knowing, facing, that I may, not even be here next year? Who knows? So both of them had some things to struggle with. So, they were both pretty transparent. Nene, was saying that, wait a minute. Oh, they asked Gregg, Andy asked Gregg if he felt, he was like, y'all relationships have been through a lot this season. Do you think that, things will get better or whatever? Are you here? And Gregg was like, he's here for the relationship. They've been there 22, however many years. Gregg ain't going nowhere. And then he asked Nene, and Nene was pretty like, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. But right now, they still together, child. They still together. They ain't going nowhere. Nene said Gregg didn't see the video before the reunion. No one saw it. Gregg said that his mind went blank, and what Cynthia did was not sisterly. Okay, Trey, I can agree with that. Like, when you get on that couch, like, he doesn't know what to say or what to do or how to do it. From that, again, I've been around all of them. I know that Nene and Cynthia were cool, but I didn't know that, that Cynthia used to go out of her way to, go pick up Gregg from the hospital. I didn't know any of that, but, again, maybe it was just, a quick comment that came out of his mouth. As far as, let me see, Nene says she's been pushed up against the walls and can't speak about the future as far as what the future holds for Gregg. But as you know, Nene just threw a huge party for Gregg last week as he celebrated ending 6 months of chemo. And just like if you notice, a lot of times during the episode, like, Nene would be like, y'all don't even know what's going on. Y'all don't even know what's going on. Throughout this whole period, Gregg was undergoing chemo. Like, nobody knew that until he actually was finished. Because if you remember, he had decided that he wouldn't do chemo and he was only doing holistic treatments and all of that. So they were dealing with a lot that, they weren't talking about on camera. As far as Nene and Tanya, I already talked about them. Cynthia defended Nene, yada yada yada. Let me see. Oh, Eva versus Marlo. They brought up the infamous argument with with Eva and Marlo in Tokyo, where Eva just roasted Marlo down to the ground, and Marlo talked about Eva and her two baby daddies or whatever. It was interesting that Eva, in response to that, now, she would have did some research, honey. She would have pulled Marlo's family teeth and called out Marlo for saying that all her siblings did have the same dad, honey, and that even her best friend had kids by two different men. It bothers me when people do that. It really does bother me. Like, what they got to do with you? What they got to do with you? What my mama was doing? What they got to do with you? What my best friend was doing? What's it got to do with you? What my sister was doing? This beef is between me and you, and you gonna pull beef stuff on my family? I don't know. That made me give Eva the side eye. I don't know, but that's just me. And I don't even see it for Marlo like that. Nene was whispering during that time. She was whispering in Marlo's ear, said they was desperate, honey. They was desperate to be on the show. They was just trying to cause conflict. Now, as for Shamari and this drinking, they show all the clips of Shamari getting drunk, Shamari drinking, Shamari slurring her words, Shamari throwing up in Nene's bathroom, Shamari throwing up on Eva's shoe. Oh, God. Eva, still feeling some kind of way about her shoe, honey. She acting like she got on, some $700 Louboutins or something, when in all actuality, she had on some $70 Zara's. She gonna say, my shoes are from Morocco. And she was like, from Zara? Like, Zara is worldwide, girl. You can get on the internet and order them same shoes. You can get on the internet and order them same shoes. What is you mad about? So Shamari was like, I give you a gift card for them shoes, child. And then Eva was like, where my gift card? Eva wanted her coins. And, Shamari had the gift card waiting for, here go your little $70 for your shoe, because clearly it would have cost more to clean the shoe than it costs for the shoe itself. It is what it is. Andy was, I guess, I don't know if he was reading a comment or if this was a comment that he said. He said Shamari went from black with a Q, to blacked out. Marlo was really picking at Shamari about her drinking. And she was like, Shamari has a problem. She feels like she needs AA. She needs to see someone. And it was like, how you know, Marlo? How you know? I really wanted Marlo to be like, look, I hang around druggies, and, crackheads. I know an alcoholic when I see an alcoholic. Remember, she was supposed to be on that show with Juggy Dineva, and then she was like, y'all ain't gonna put my brand with that. But again, I digress. I really wish Marlo would have spoke out a little bit more about this intuition she had, as far as, how she knew that Shamari was an alcoholic or whatever. They asked Kandi if Kandi thought that Shamari had a problem. Kandi was like, no, she didn't see it as a problem. She just felt like, at the wedding, when she told Shamari to stop drinking, that she didn't want her to get, too tipsy before the wedding. But clearly she was already tipsy because she was, hollering and yelling loud or whatever. Shamari made a fact of saying that Marlo is bigger than her. Marlo drinks more than her, but she's bigger than her, and so her fat cells can soak them up quicker. Shamari just don't drink when she don't eat when she drinks, so she be like lit. She be lit off of 1 or 2 drinks or whatever the case may be. Porsha, on the other hand, Porsha gonna jump in and said that Shamari doesn't have a drinking problem. She just has a problem drinking. Child, okay. Oh, and then Marlo was shading Shamari's dress. I really think that Shamari had a really cute dress on. I mean, the green, I can't even pull it up. The green that Shamari had on was one of the nicer dresses. It was I liked it better than Marlo's. But, Marlo, talk about it, looked like her nephew just threw a bunch of glitter on it. And then as they were going back and forth, Marlo said something about with your Claire's outfit on, and Claire's don't even sell clothes, honey. But wait, what about Andy asked Marlo, what was the difference between Marlo being drunk in Tokyo? Remember when Marlo couldn't get back in her room and she was just toe up drunk? She said, he asked, what was the difference between Marlo being drunk in Tokyo and Shamari, being drunk? And Marlo said, that was an event. That was like a girls' night out, as opposed to like, Shamari turning up the glass every single time they come out. And Marlo can't pronounce vomiting. She said that was girls' night out, not vomiting. Vomiting, not vomiting. Vomiting with a K. Also, they brought up Shamari's sexuality, which I found interesting, but I guess he asked what's her bisexual days behind her, because when she get tipsy, she get a little touchy-feely. She started like grabbing breasts and crotches and all kind of stuff. And she was like, it's behind her or whatever. They start bringing up her relationship with Ronnie and the things they used to do, and how, she only dated girls. And then Marlo threw shade at that, said, oh, you only dated girls, right? Because you wanted to, right? So they was trying to press that issue. But, as if it matters. If she bisexual, she decided to like focus on one side of her sexuality, that's on her. I don't want nobody calling me a bisexual phobic. That's coming up next. Anyway, I digress. They start talking about Shamari's fashion game. They said her fashion game has come up this season, definitely. She went from wearing Zara like Eva. She went from wearing Fashion Nova to wearing Balenciaga and stuff, and that was because she hired a stylist. Then Andy gonna try to be shady and gonna try to compare Shamari's fashions to Eva's white tees and jeans. And then Nene was like, look, I never said anything about Shamari's fashions. Like, why you pulling me in this? It's like they was trying to get something out of Nene for everybody. They really wanted everybody to go at Nene. I told you they trying to make Nene earn her check this year. She get paid the most. Everybody got a gun for the queen. But anyway, as far as the bi-wig party, that was the last topic of discussion for this episode. This is episode 2 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. And Closet Gate. Andy started asking who broke the rules as far as their hair is concerned, because the rules were you weren't supposed to have any extensions, any hair weave, any wigs, any nothing. It's supposed to just be your natural hair. They brought up Cynthia, embellishing her buns with a scrunchie. But nobody tackled, everybody keep talking about Nene had on a wig, but nobody touched it. Nobody brought her up and tried to drag her. If they did, they didn't air it. Then they brought up the fact about, Nene's issue with Porsha. Porsha's really in her feelings. Like she was saying, we've given you everything. I've been your friend. How am I not your friend? Throughout the entire episode, Nene be like, y'all ain't my friends. Y'all ain't my friend. Who's a friend? You ain't my friend. I ain't got no friends. So she was really just zero fucks given. She not giving nobody nothing. So when they were talking about the no wigs party, they were talking about Porsha being 4 hours late, and something that Nene had said, she was like, I think she said something like, there are mothers in the hood who got, a baby in their stomach, a baby on their hip, and a baby on their stroller, and they could get on the bus and get to where they need to be on time. Why can't Porsha? I guess Porsha felt some kind of way about that. Nene wasn't taking it back. She was like, I said what I said, honey, whatever it is. Porsha felt some kind of way and said that Nene doesn't know how to accept support from her friends, and Nene pretty much was like, "What friends? Where they at? Where my friends at? I don't see them here. Are they here? Are they here?" So again, it was zero fucks given. Towards the end of the episode, they started to bring up the fact about the belt. With Closet Gate, did Nene put her hands on Porsha? Because we saw her put her hands on the cameraman, but now the angle that they showed of that cameraman, it's clear that she was really trying to like pull him out so that she could get into the closet to get them out of the closet and to stop him from going in, clearly. But the doorway was so narrow, like what else could she have grabbed? She grabbed his shirt ripped, whatever. Was she wrong? I don't know. She felt like she wasn't wrong. I would say she's not wrong. It was her closet. They talked about that. She also said, look, I had a breakdown. I'm over it. I just need support. I'm done. I ain't got no friends here. That is what it is. As far as that belt is concerned, apparently, we're gonna get the lowdown on it next week. Nene has accused Porsha of straight out lying about it, and it seems from the clips that they played that perhaps it may be that Porsha was lying, like because Kandi said somebody took off the belt. So there's that. Biggie, what are you doing? Come here. You said, I'm in the HOUSEWIVES Brown channel. Yes, I'm in the HOUSEWIVES Brown channel and the HOUSEWIVES channel. We're in both right now. So I'll go ahead and take a few calls from you guys and see what y'all think of the matter. I hope that I clear up a little bit by now. I hope you two got me together. Hold on, let me call into this conference. You said Nene has been saying that about Porsha since she got pregnant. She can't do anything. Well, somebody already on the line. Hold on, let me put this number here. 718-362-6360. PIN number is 942-7819. I think that's it. In.
Please enter your PIN number. Thank you. Joining the conference now.
It is what it is. As far as that belt. Hold on, you guys. There's people already in the chat. Hold on. I want to be able to see. You want to call in, but your battery is dead, Christine. I want to hear. I want y'all to drag me, because I know y'all going to be like, oh, you always saying, you always on Nene's side. You always. Call it 3343. Hello.
Yes, Michelle, it's Andrea.
Hey, Andrea.
I'm still on Nene's side. Okay, I'm team Nene all the way.
All right.
But I was really disappointed in Miss Porsha Williams tonight because I'm like Nene. Folks in the hood got babies and catch the bus on time. You 3 or 4 hours late. It was a little disrespectful. I was pregnant and don't be 3 or 4 hours late to a party somebody too. I'm just saying. So Nene should say it.
Yeah. And she lived right down the street.
Yeah, you live right down the street. You ain't got to drive. You ain't got to drive that far.
A mess.
You ain't got to drive that far. Are you kidding me? And then I did feel I felt bad for Gregg and Nene. It takes a toll on a marriage when one of your spouses have a chronic disease. Because it took a toll on my dad. Now that my mom done passed away. Because it was 3 years that my mom battled with diabetes really bad. It took a toll on my dad because he didn't have that other partner who was right there helping him do things. And she was pretty much had a leg amputated.
Oh,
so I understand what Gregg and Nene going through.
Well, I'm so sorry.
And people sometimes people who are sick be mean. So I understand what she's saying. And now I wouldn't give none of the women on the stage any I wouldn't argue with them. Whatever you said is what you said.
Did you notice Andy was surprised too? Andy was like, no reaction.
Yeah, Andy said, he said, Porsha is pouring her heart out to you, and you ain't got to understand. She said, no, I got to understand.
It was like she was paying everybody dust. I was like, woo, okay.
Was it all thought that she was going to come back with the comeback line? They thought they were going to argue with her. She was like, no, I got to understand. I'm good. That's what you said? Okay.
Right. Thank you, Jamie. Woo, chop. Well, Andrew, what you think about her and Marlo? Did you notice that Marlo made her give her an apology publicly?
For what?
For, I guess, remember when Marlo came, Marlo was late too. and she was like cursing
Oh,
Marlo
yes,
out
lovely.
and, you know, calling her a bitch and this, that, and the third. And then Marlo was like, you know, I had canceled my hair appointment the day before and drove all the way out here. And she was like, I asked you to come over here. I don't be wanting nobody to come over here unannounced or whatever the case may be. So they had, you know, had their little argument or whatever, but, you know, it didn't matter. They still cool. But, you know, she wanted a public apology and Nene gave her one. She was like, you my sister.
I mean, at the end of the day, if they're a really good girlfriend, and she said, Nene, what's going to help me get over this? Give me a public apology. God, good. Nene's a grown woman. She know how to take care of her shit. She know how to take care of her friends. Okay, like she said, none of them are her co-workers. But I want to tell you that, Michelle, I was looking online and looked at Kandi and Cynthia explaining about the reunion tonight, and Kandi saying, ain't nobody got no alliance. Nene just thinking that's crazy. And Cynthia said, ain't nobody alliance. Just lying and messy.
I told you they like, well, believe us instead of your lying eyes, honey. We saw it all go down, but they don't want us to believe it went down the way we saw it go down.
Yes, I did. And I did thought it was funny when Kandi told Porsha that she was drinking.
A mess, honey.
And she got pictures that showed that she was drinking. She wasn't like 2 months pregnant. She was just a nut pregnant.
A mess, honey. That looked like some alcohol to me. And then did you see Eva try to take up for it and say red wine is okay while you're pregnant? It's okay to have a little red wine.
Yes. Yes, and Eva, she needs to be quiet because she knows she's broken. She want to be on here for her check. Okay, right. So leave Nene alone, Eva.
She need to be on. She need the gun for Nene for her check because without it, she boring, and you know there's a possibility that she'll be the first to go. Like you know, we need some activity and people being.
Did you get a lot of information about her this season? Because I didn't. She had a baby. Her man was an ex trying to be a mayor, and what job he got now? I'm just confused now.
Well, he's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. You know, the tea that was on her, you know, they was spilling, they finances not together. You know, even Marlo was still shading her about her finances and everything. But, you know, that's really it. Like I said, when everybody comes on the show at first, they all have issues with finances. It is what it is. You know, show.
Michelle, this is her second season, and I'm still trying to figure out what she about.
Well,
I'm just saying, this is her second season.
Well,
and I still didn't learn that much about her.
Damn. Well, okay.
Her finances are messed up. That's what I learned. That's what I learned on this season. This whole season that her finances messed up.
Lord.
She can go. Put somebody else on there to give me some interesting stuff.
All right.
Her and Cynthia can leave. Her and Cynthia and possibly me Kandi, and I'll be happy all three of them leave. Okay?
All right.
They can lose their check.
Well, okay, Andrea. I'll see you over on Patreon tonight, girl. Let me get these other calls.
Okay, I'll see you on Patreon.
All right.
Taking my comments.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Okay.
Caller 3103. You on the line. Ooh, my glasses fogging up. Hello.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
Okay. Oh, okay. The phone number is 718-362-6360. The people hung up, honey. Hold on, let me put the number in here. Can y'all see this? Somebody said Nene is 100% trash. Tell them how you really feel, honey. The minute we think, oh, that's the Nightbot. Hold on. Let me put this number in here. 718-362-6360. The PIN number is 9427819. Y'all got that? Can y'all see that? All lawyers aren't super rich. No one's saying that they're super rich. I'm just saying that he has a career, he has a trade. So it's not like he can't earn money. Eva says she's a diva, honey. She says she's a diva. All I know is Kenya need to come back or Andy gonna have to square up with me. What? You gonna fight Andy? You know Andy don't know how to fight, child. You see the way, I ain't gonna even say that. I said, you see the way Nene, he like cowered down with Nene being calling 9405. Hello. Turn your computer down.
Hello?
Hey. Turn
Can you hear me?
Yes, turn your computer down.
Okay, I got it down.
Okay. Who am I speaking with?
This is Jennifer Jones,
Hi, Jennifer.
and I live in a... Hi there. I'm calling because I am just in awe of how nobody takes Nene to task for her behavior. She is acting weird. In awe of...
You don't think nobody takes her to task? Nobody like who? They all gunning for her. Who not taking her to task?
And what about... She's gunning for everybody else, too. She is so nasty.
But how... Look, her paying them dust is being nasty. You would rather... If she was like cursing them out and stuff like that, would that make it better?
No, of course not. But to me, the ladies are trying to have a diplomatic conversation with her in person.
Mm-hmm.
But she is very passive aggressive. I know you see her behavior,
Mm-hmm.
and it's almost like you can't get through to her. I think she's suffering from separation anxiety or something. Something else is going on. It's deeper than what we see on television right before our eyes. Because her
maybe she feels betrayed by people that she thought really had her back. You know, like
But I think. Mm-hmm.
The reunion was taped like right after she found out that, you know, Kandi and Cynthia was like plotting. So perhaps, you know, she went into the reunion like, you know, I'm not fucking with these bitches. That's how I see it.
Okay, so let's say everything you're saying is true.
Uh-huh.
But the other girls that are trying to have a reasonable conversation with their issues with her, it's just like if everything is just going over her head. She's so into her own feelings, she just can't see past being nasty. Her responses are just less than stellar, and I know you see that. Anybody with eyes can.
It's just entertaining to me because I know her mindset is, you know, they need me, I don't need them. So that's her mindset, even if it's true or if it's not true. To me, I see her as thinking, you know, I'm the queen bee and they all coming at me. And when I see it, it is that she didn't have a problem with Eva, but yet Eva's on there, you know, mad about what happened at the wedding when what happened at the wedding didn't really have anything to do with Eva. What Eva's mad about is that her wedding was like a background to what was going on with Nene, but she's taking it out on Nene. The same thing, you know, as far as the Tanya is concerned. Tanya seems to be making a mountain out of a molehill with the comment about her being engaged for 7 years and not being married. And then Nene saying, well, maybe he's not your soulmate. And she took offense to that because clearly she want to be married and maybe he don't. So, you know, I'm just on the outside looking in. But I just...
And I am too.
Yeah, so I just see some things, and I know throughout the season, like the situation with Kandi and Cynthia, like for at least since the beginning of the season, I've been saying that Kandi and Cynthia were in an alliance, and that, you know, at the end of the day, when it comes down to whose peach is going to be taken, it's most likely going to be Kandi or Cynthia. So why not bond together to ensure that we both stay and maybe somebody else go? So that's what it's looking at like to me, that they are like in this together, like we're gonna bring Kenya back, cause some conflict, then, you know, they can't take us out next season because we the story. So
Michelle, I just don't see it that way. Maybe
okay.
I'm just looking at a different show. I think Kandi and Cynthia are just too grown to be in the mud like that.
You think that?
I absolutely do. I think when you're discussing, like, you're saying that you don't understand how Eva had any words with Nene. All of these women, they have feelings too. So if something hurt them, the reunion is the place to discuss it. Mm-hmm. So that's what they're doing. But it seems like Nene gets a pass for being angry for everything she feels everybody's done to her. But she's done a lot of things to all these women, and so they have a right to ask her in a polite manner,
or tell her how they feel.
Okay.
And it seems that's the problem. It seems to be a problem when they discuss how they feel about her, but she can just spew all her nastiness out. I just think she needs help. I think she needs to sit out next season because something else is going on. And frankly, I don't even think her husband likes her. I think he tolerates her because at this point, I don't think he has any income. She is it. She's a very unlikable person. I cannot get that off my mind because I can see, and I know a lot of people agree with me. They see what's going on that stage. This woman needs help.
Okay, if you say so. I just feel like you being like a closet psychiatrist at the end of the day. Like, how can you say something is going on with her when she has this relationship with these people, and if she feels like these people have betrayed her in one way or the other, and this is the way she reacts, why not? I just feel like she's gonna be the villain either way it goes. Everybody gonna either love her or hate her at the end of the day. So I think people are, especially Cynthia and Kandi, because they've always been the nice girls. People are now, putting that on Nene as far as the conflict is concerned, when we saw for ourselves that they stabbed her in the back. So that's
you know what my final say on Nene is: hurt people hurt people. Nene is a hurt soul. She should have sought help a long time ago. Everybody can see that this woman is in a lot of pain, and she can't see past her hurt. So she strikes out at everybody in her vicinity, including her husband. She is a hurt soul. Hurt people hurt people. Okay. That's all I got to say.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your input. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Caller 6855, you are on the line.
Hello, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Tyler. I'm calling from Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes, Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, let me get into this very quickly.
Okay.
With Nene Leakes, let me say this about Nene Leakes, because the last caller just kind of pissed me off. And it's not because I'm a Nene Leakes fan. I'm just a realist. In real life, let's take away from this show. When you dealing with some real shit and you want some people by your side that you really roll with and fuck with and would do anything for them, people look at it like Cynthia is just Nene's friend on the show. That's her friend in real life. They take trips together. They do holidays together. Hell, even Gregg said Cynthia is like his sister. They're their friends in real life. So when you do some fuck shit like for a bitch like Kenya, I'm going to feel some type of way. I don't care if it's just Kenya or whatever the case may be. When you do fuck shit and you know that I'm going through something, I'm going to feel some type of way. Now, let me slide on over to Porsha. I don't like the exchange between Nene and Porsha. I feel like both of them have done each other wrong. But I honestly, to be honest, I feel like their situation, it'll be fixed. They love each other. They'll argue right now, but I think that it'll be fixed. But with Cynthia, I don't think Nene will ever fool with Cynthia again because Cynthia is an opportunist. Cynthia would have been on that show regardless because Nene is her friend. We all know Nene could be like, nah, keep her here. Just being real. She may not can fire you, but she can influence who stays around in a circle, in my opinion. You didn't have to do it. And I feel like with Kandi, I've said this since way back in the day, and I remember you saying this. I think that you said Kandi was full of shit with the situation with her and Phaedra, even though you don't really maybe care for Phaedra. Kandi was full of shit with the situation with Phaedra. Kandi has always been a snake. And when people say that Nene wants people to kiss her ass, shit, Kandi does too. The moment people stop kissing Candi's ass, she no longer deals with them. Or she somewhat has her friends talk about them or whatever like that. One thing about Nene, she says what the fuck she has to say to you, whether you like it or not, and you get what you give. She don't be on that fake shit. So whether y'all like her or not, Nene is being 100. She's being herself. And she came in this damn reunion saying, I don't fuck with none of you bitches. Take it how you feel.
And that's how I see that she entered into it like zero fucks given. Like, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. I'm not giving y'all what y'all want. And I don't see why people don't see that. People like, oh, she nasty. Oh, she this. Oh, she that. Oh, she just, like, to me, it's like I'm showing up to work. These are my co-workers. They can say whatever they want to say. The relationship that we had is now in the past. I work with you. I got to eat with you. Yeah.
What I will say is about Nene does have to get better. And I think that some of us who've been through a lot, we tend to be like this. Nene has to be a little bit better at expressing her emotions, because people are looking at it like she's bitter, and Nene is not bitter. Her feelings are fucking hurt, and people don't understand it because they're so used to her being tough. Nene's feelings are hurt because I cannot believe at a time when my marriage is in shambles. Right. My whole life has changed, and this is being for real. I have to do this show for this chick. Let's be real. She did, because taking care of Gregg while he's sick is expensive. Cancer is expensive. So I have to do this show. And for Cynthia to even pull the slightest bit of fuck shit, it's bigger than her inviting Kenya. You trying to have a moment with me when I'm at my lowest. I may say some shit to this pregnant woman, or it may go completely left and I lose everything I have because I had a moment on TV while I'm going through something with this bitch that wants a moment. Ooh. And I feel like that's what it was. And that's people are what I see. If Nene and Kenya would have had a heated exchange, Nene would have lost her peach because she would have said some foul things to this woman.
That's not even on the show anymore. That's not even on a show. That shouldn't even be there in the first place.
And all at those moments. Like, prime example with you. This is why I don't hold to my heart. I am a gay male. I may sound like a woman. But I don't hold to my heart the issues that you've had with Funky Dineva or T.S. Madison. I still enjoy them. But those are your feelings towards them. I'm able to say, like, hey, this is not how she feels about me. I'm sure if I met her, we've had our own relationship. How she feels about them is how she feels about them. And that's the same way I feel about with Nene. She may say she's on a huge platform. Kenya likes to antagonize people. And if I really go there with her, I will lose everything I have. So how could you do that, Cynthia? Right. That's her issue. Right. And I don't see how people don't see that. Cynthia was dead ass wrong, and Kandi has never liked Nene. She just needed to be cool with Nene in that situation with Porsha because she needed to sway. She knew Nene was coming back, and she needed to sway everybody in her favor, which is what Kandi does. Kandi is a amazing businesswoman, but she can't stand on her own, and that's facts.
Wow.
That's why
she got the team. That's why she got the Kandi coded clique. And I said that from the beginning of the season. Remember, Kandi was on an island at the beginning of the season. She wasn't fucking with Porsha. So it was like she only was filming with Todd and Riley and whoever else and Jamie and, so it was like Kandi and all of her people and Dunn One and whoever else versus everybody. But then throughout the course of the season, of course, it seems like now Kandi done, she done corralled Cynthia in, and then through Cynthia, she done got this person, this person, this person. So I get it. Somebody said you crazy. Kandi can stand on her own.
I tell you though, no, Kandi cannot stand on her own. She is an amazing businesswoman. What I mean is, by Kandi can't stand on her own, I'm saying with this group, Kandi can't stand on her own. Kandi don't know how to read. Kandi don't know how to go there with people or whatever like that. She needs somebody to do her dirty work. That's what I mean. We saw that when she was dealing with Escape. Kandi cannot stand on her own. She likes to be babyfied and for people to kiss her ass. That's fact. That's why she gets men that she has to take care of. But anyways, one last thing before we go, okay. I'm gonna tell you something though, Michelle. I feel strongly about this. I feel like this whole situation is going to backfire on Cynthia. I would not doubt it if they give Kenya their peach and demote Cynthia. I feel like this, or Nene and Kenya are going to get together in the next season or whatever and expose Cynthia messy ass because it's some middleman shit going on. It's gonna backfire on Cynthia.
It's gonna backfire. I would doubt if Nene end up, being cool with Kenya, because remember when Nene said she's never had a problem with Kenya, she just felt like Kenya was manipulative and she was trying to like pick on social media to make people talk about her. She was no longer on the show anymore. She had lost her peach. So now, she was like on social media unfollowing Nene, saying little slick stuff about Nene, so she can still be in the media, so people can still be like, well, maybe she's still fighting for her peach, or maybe she's still negotiating for her peach. So it was strategic on Kenya's end. She's very, very, very intelligent. So
and that's one that I will give her. She's very strategic, but Kenya is not needed for the show. I'm sorry, and it's not because I don't like her. Kenya is not needed for the show because the direction that this show is moving in, and to be honest, I'm going to be honest, I feel like, honestly, now they could keep all the girls they have. They don't even need Kenya nor Phaedra, to be honest, because the drama is organic going on. But Kenya is not needed for the show because we are over fake, false storylines just to keep shit going. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for this. I'm going to go over here and pick with you, and I'm going to go do this and this and that. We don't have time for that. It's boring. It's drawn out. We can watch Love and Hip Hop for that. If they're gonna bring Kenya back, maybe as a friend, only person I honestly could see them bringing back, and I know you don't really fuck with her like that, I could see them bringing back Phaedra simply because her story was not complete. She was fired at a time. We would have loved to see what would complete from there. But if they don't, I feel like just keep who you have because I feel like next season will be fire with the girls that they have now, considering what's going on now.
I can assure you that Phaedra will probably come back whenever Kandi decide to walk away, or if Kandi get her own show, or if Kandi, if Kandi's gone, it'll open the door for Phaedra. But Kandi has already threatened, like, if Phaedra come back, I'm gone. So that's basically saying, pick.
Well, you know what? Honestly, they can get rid of Kandi because to be honest, we don't even have to talk about the whole thing with Kandi about the rape thing because Kandi is being very dramatic about this situation. Nobody thought Kandi was Bill Cosby. Nobody did. But anyways, we don't even have to talk about that. Porsha and Phaedra can build on their friendship, and then Phaedra can be because I believe Phaedra and Eva would clash anyway, or any other these other girls, because Phaedra is very fake and shady, and it would be very funny. So, I mean, she could come in, but I just don't want Kenya and her antics. I don't have time for that because Kenya likes to purposely start shit, and it's like, it's obvious. You and Nene were just sitting on a stage together, reading the hell out of Kim Zolciak, slapping fives and doing all this. Now, all of a sudden, you have a beef with her. Girl, stop.
Right. She just felt some kind of way because Nene was one of the only people who wasn't fighting for her peach or saying, because remember, Kandi went on this whole campaign, the world needs to know what happened with Kenya. The world needs to know she's married now, she's pregnant or she got a baby. We need to, the fans need to see that. I'm like, girl, we see it on Instagram. Like, what we need to see it for?
We see it on Instagram. She's not married. Well, she's not married, but she does have a baby. She's not married.
She has a sperm donor.
She got a gay man that agreed to have a child with her, and he lives in New York and she lives in Atlanta.
How you know that man gay? How you know? You don't know that man gay.
Child, now I'm gay, and I know sugar when you add it to water. But
oh my God!
Now, like I was saying, what I was saying is, at the end of the day, let's be for real. Michelle, if you were to have a child after all these years, just being for real, and you've been saying you wanted to get married, this was your dream to have a child and get married, right? Are you and your husband, especially at the beginning of the years of your child, are you and your husband going to live, not even like he lives in Atlanta, she lives in Atlanta, and maybe he lives in Memphis, which is a little drive. That's not far,
right.
But he lives all the way up north, and you live down south. Girls, stop the bullshit. Then she said she flies up there every week. Kenya, you ain't got no damn coins.
Yeah, and
like
so why is she?
But
even if she's flying up there, why she gotta pack up the baby and fly? He can't come see you for the weekend? Like, what? I don't understand it. It ain't for me to understand. If they love it, if they like it, I love it, or whatever the saying is. Look, I already questioned Kenya marriage, and people be beating me up about it, and I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. I do know he's her sperm donor. He is her sperm donor, but as far as being her husband, I don't know, child. I don't know.
But what I will say about Kenya is actually the last season that she was on there, she was actually likable when she wasn't doing all those antics. She was, but I know that her coming back, she's going to be with the bullshit. And don't nobody have time for that. Kenya is pretty likable when she's being real, and even when she's being a little shady, she's okay, but when she does the most, it irritates me. And then, like, as far as Nene and Porsha go, I don't like their beef because I feel like Nene doesn't understand that Porsha is living the best year that she ever thought she would, taxes included. But she's living the best year that she ever thought she would. And I think that Porsha just doesn't have the energy to have problems with anybody, so she's just letting shit slide. I think that's what it is, but I would think they will fix their stuff. Eva, if they had to get rid of anybody, to be honest, get rid of Kandi and probably get rid of Eva, because Eva, what purpose does she serve? I
She's
don't.
pretty. She's beautiful, and she was on America's Next Top Model.
But she's reaching. Why are you so upset with Nene and not upset? I thought you would have been mad at Kandi because Kandi had people on the internet thinking that you were against dark-skinned women. You skated right past.
Kandi did not have people on the window on the internet saying that came from her statement. I don't care what you say. Saying black without the Q means black. Black is the color.
And that's what she meant.
That is exactly what she meant.
She meant it.
She meant it.
She meant it.
So I appreciate your call. Look, you made some very interesting points. I know people gonna be like, "Oh, Michelle love him because he agreed with her. That is what it is." I know, you might be a blog goddess over there too, but I just like when people see what I see, think outside of the box. Don't just like go with what they spoon feed you. A lot of the stuff that they spoon feed you is not true. That is why my blog has been so successful all these years, because I write about the things that they don't actually show on the show. So
just as people want me to be upset with you thinking that you're homophobic, and I tell them, girl, if a motherfucker pisses me off, hell, there'll be a sissy faggot or whatever, and I ain't heard Michelle say that yet. So how is she? That's my point.
The worst thing I have called T.S. Madison is a man. That's the worst thing I done called him. But he done called me a hoe, a bitch, a gorilla, a monkey, this, that, and I'm just like,
y'all do shade for shade. So you can't shade someone because they're gay. I'm gay. Shit, we shade each other. Gay people are shady. So if somebody shades you back, oh well. It is what it is. But okay, I'm gonna let you get to the next caller because this call isn't about this.
Look, they're gonna start flagging my channel, child. Please don't be. They're gonna start flagging me, child.
I'm sorry, but Michelle, seriously, from me to you, don't worry about this shit on the internet. You continue to do you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your call.
You're welcome.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Caller 8271, you are on the line. Hello? 8271. Can you hear me? Okay. I'll give you 10 seconds to get to the phone. 8271.
Oh, hello?
Hey, who am I speaking with? 8271 hung up. Okay, 8463. Hello.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
It's Kimberly G.
Kimberly
in
G.
Los Angeles.
Yes. Hey, LA in the house. LA in the house.
That's right. Okay, now, before I say what I think, I want all the chat to know that I don't always agree with Michelle, but I do agree with Michelle on this whole Nene situation. Here's the thing. So all the people that saying Nene is being passive-aggressive, I don't agree. I feel like they're being passive-aggressive, and she keeping it real. I see y'all. Y'all fake. Y'all don't have my back. And to me, y'all are trying to take her spot, and you can't. And that was a weak-ass attempt. It was weak. Obvious. So obvious. Like, you stupid.
They got everybody on that. Look, everybody on that side of the couch need a job. Yeah.
For real, I agree. I think that they all are gunning for her spot, and you're not going to get it. Kandi, you're not going to get it. Porsha, we love you, but you're not going to get it. And I'm with Marlo about Eva. You fake. And I love Eva. And I don't think she should leave the show, but you need to keep it real. Don't come on a reality show and try to front. Keep it real. I'm here because I need some money.
Keep it real.
I'm trying to get paid. Everybody want to work.
Keep it real. What you think about Shamari? Shamari, this is the most we done seen of Shamari in the past 2 episodes. They gave a little bit.
I love Shamari though.
Yeah.
I think Shamari was a good addition, and I like the other girl too. What's Tanya? Tanya is funny. She's just
Tanya.
Tanya. I like her. I think she should stay on the show. I like her personality or whatever. She was kind of sensitive a little bit. That whole, when they went on a trip and she was all upset about me saying whatever to her, it's like, oh my God, get over it. Like, we go through crazier shit than that, and you want to be crying over something silly.
Right. Were you surprised when Cynthia?
But I do like her.
Were you surprised when Cynthia defended Nene in that instance? Where she was like, I know when Nene being shady, and she was not being shady. Did you see that?
No, not really, because to me, Cynthia is all over the place, and I'm with the last caller. I really think she really messed up with this. You messed up with this because that was your best storyline that you was her friend. Mm-hmm. So now what you gonna do?
Right.
That whole little thing they tried to do, that was so obvious. It was so whack. Y'all look desperate. You look desperate. And to me, the people that saying Nene is passive aggressive, no, I think she was calling it out. Like, calling it out without actually calling it out. Y'all all whack. Y'all don't have my back. Y'all not my friend.
Yeah. I can't wait to see how they...
And they will never take her place.
Right. I can't wait to see how they explain it. How they explain the whole... let's see, let's be on the same page as to how we got Kenya there and all that. I think the way the preview was, they just gonna try to flip it like Nene is just being unreasonable. Why should she be mad about Kenya? And I don't feel like she's just necessarily mad about Kenya. I think she's mad about the deception.
Oh, I agree totally, because first of all, let's keep it real. Kenya is crazy. Certifiable. There's a diagnosis for that. Number one. Number two, like the last caller said, ain't nobody got time for you to be trying to make up storylines, buying off people, making stuff up. And Cynthia was out of line. I don't give a damn. She should have told me that she was coming, because I would have been pissed off too. That was wrong. You supposed to be my friend. You supposed to let me walk into some craziness and not tell me, like, look, heads up. So if you don't want to go, you don't have to go. But she's coming.
Right. Well,
she is just desperate, and she really don't need to come back. To me, you just really are whack. You seem very desperate. I know it's eating her alive that Porsha about to have this special. I know she can take it.
And then Porsha got the special. Now Porsha got a real live man who actually want to marry her, and she got. Let me stop. So I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting. Porsha got what Kenya wanted.
Well, I will say this season was kind of boring in the beginning, but towards the end, it got good. Yeah. And like the last caller said, I like this cast the way it is. I do like it. And I really do like Marlo. I hope one day she get a piece. I see why she can't have one right now. I see it. But to me, I just feel like she's integral part of this show.
How Marlo can pronounce vomit? I'm like, Marlo. Vomit.
Have you ever read Marlo's history? She done went through a lot. She may not be the most educated person, but she knows some shit.
Yeah. I guess
I'll say that.
Yeah, she does. She got street smarts.
She got street smarts, most definitely. She had a rough life.
That's how she knows she can tell. That's how she could tell an alcoholic when she see one. Marlo is sticking to that, honey. She was like, I know one when I see one, honey.
I know, but she needs to let that go, because, shoot, I'm a single parent of a kid that has autism, and I don't have a lot of help.
Yeah.
So, when I do get a chance to go out, you can best believe the first couple of times I went out, and had a babysitter. I got home, it was really toe up. Like, after that, it was like, okay, pace yourself.
Right.
I know it's been 6 months, but you can't come out here and just go too crazy. So I get it. I understood exactly where Shamari was coming from. I really do. Because you'd be so excited not to be out with kids and to just be on your own. And she got twins, so I can only imagine what that's like, two at one time.
Right. Well, okay.
I don't know. But, and let me say this, too, right quick. I really feel like, too, let me just say this, because I always wanted to say this to you. I really feel like Kandi was just totally wrong with that whole Phaedra situation. To me, I understand why Phaedra did what she did. It was wrong, but just imagine that you besties with somebody and y'all fall out, and then you gonna go tell my business on TV of all things? That was foul. And to me, that just really showed what kind of person Kandi is. I saw her totally different after that, and I never felt the same about her after that, because I would never. We could fall out tomorrow, and I'm not about to go tell nobody none of your secrets. That was wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. To me,
especially if you real friends, you know, it's some fake friends out there. But if you real friends and you were ever real friends, then no, you don't never, ever, ever do anything like this type of thing they were doing. Like from my understanding, like Phaedra used to help her with, you know, child support and all kind of stuff when she was going through with Riley's father, you know, so they were like friends way before, you know, the show. So it was just interesting to see how it all, you know, worked out. And the fact, you know, Phaedra introduced her to Todd and yada, yada, yada. But, you know.
Well, I do believe that they were real friends like that. I think Phaedra thought so. I think she thought so, and I think she took, well, to me, I feel like she went that route because she was hurt.
Well, no, I think Phaedra,
like somebody else said earlier,
Phaedra went that route because she's manipulative and she felt like she had more clout than she actually did as far as like, you know, manipulating production and doing all that. So, you know, it wasn't just Phaedra that got the boot. It was the executive producer too. And he was a good executive producer. Ain't never been back. Carlos King. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, but Michelle, let me ask you this because I know you probably know. I read somewhere about that he actually started that whole thing, that he is the one who told Phaedra that, knowing that she was going to take it and run with it. That's what I read somewhere.
I think they were both in cahoots. I don't know if he's the one who told her, but I think he also knew it was a lie. You know what I mean? So if they both knew...
No, I think he did know it was a lie, but I don't think she knew it was a lie.
You don't think she knew it was a
lie? She probably just like, forget Kandi, because Kandi is whack. She whack to me. You are just, ugh. And, let me tell you this before I go. Okay. When you get a chance, you should try to watch this psychic on YouTube. His name is Raymond Guzman. He did a lot of the stuff that he predicts. It comes true. I hate to say it, but it's true. It's a lot of the stuff he says, it comes true. And he's got some interesting stuff about this. Okay. He said that Kandi and Todd going to get a divorce. Ooh. He said they're going to get a divorce. He said Nene is cheating on Gregg. Yes, he surely did. Yes, he did. He said they're going to get a divorce, too.
I don't know if I believe that, but okay. I guess the whole Gregg stuff, I mean, that story's been going around forever. Like, people been saying Nene got a boyfriend, Nene this, Nene that. I've been around them people. Like, child, they've been together for 20-some years. They ain't going nowhere. But, you know, I don't know who's to say.
The psychic said, he wasn't saying like it was a deep, full-blown relationship, but it's an inappropriate relationship when you have a husband. Put it this way, if you're not getting what you need from your husband, you calling this man as your friend, but you getting something from this guy that you should be getting. Like, I don't think her husband would be happy with that, but he did make a point to say that, you know, he couldn't see it being like a full-blown relationship, but definitely inappropriate, and she's, you know, carrying on a inappropriate, I guess, friendship with another guy. And a lot of stuff he said, it comes true. It really has. He called it all on Jesse Smollett, all of that stuff. I mean, yeah, you need to check out his Real Housewives. He did, and he didn't speak on everybody because he said he don't watch the show, but people was asking him to do it, and so he talked about Kandi, Nene, and Phaedra. Okay.
Well, I will look him up. Well, thank you for your call. I appreciate your input.
Oh, you know I love you. You know I love you. You're my favorite YouTuber. And I don't agree with everything you say, so quit it in the chat, y'all.
All right. All right.
Bye. All right. Okay, bye.
Shout out to people who agree with everything I say. Anonymous, you on the line.
Well, good evening, Michelle. This is Paulette calling from California. How are you?
Hi, Paulette from California. California is in the building tonight. Okay. Hey.
I need everybody to throw a crown up if you're part of Team Twirl, because I'm going to represent Team Twirl.
Okay, Team Twirl. Have at it, Team Twirl, honey.
Okay, look. I have a couple of things I want to say. It might be 3.
Okay.
But I'm so tired. If you are not lying in the bed with Kenya and Mark, you don't know if he's gay or not. Quit trying to attach a gay label to every black man.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if he's not emulating the image that you were used to seeing of a so-called straight black man.
Okay.
Because there are some that are muscled out, very masculine, testosterone overdrive, and they like the dick just like I do.
Okay.
So if she likes it, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So leave that alone.
Okay.
So now this is what we're going to get to. So Nene does this whenever she realizes she's messed up royally. I think it was back, season 7?
Uh-huh.
When she was really shitty with Dr. Jeff. And once she got to the reunion, she couldn't handle the heat. So all of a sudden, she starts breaking it down about her mother. Nobody had even said anything about her mother. No one was talking about mothers.
Uh-huh.
So now we're going to fast forward to this season. Cynthia does not owe Nene anything. How could she possibly think that they were close like sisters? Because it wasn't not too long ago, Nene wanted Cynthia to lose her job after she was the one that called her husband a bitch. Now, a lot of Jamaican men I know, yes, they're very masculine. You cannot disrespect them and call them a bitch. Hell, my man doesn't even like the N-word. And I wouldn't dare address him that way. So once you disrespect my husband, hell, I'm rolling with my husband. Now they came back around. If I was Cynthia, we wouldn't have never had that close friendship title. After you went up on Watch What Happened Live and doing interviews that you wanted me to lose my job. Girl, bye. If you are the head bitch in charge and you are the OG, you are the last OG standing, there should not be no man, woman, nor child that can ruffle your feathers. You don't need no hanger-on, i.e. Marlo. Anybody, you already know how the games go. It's for entertainment. You need to entertain us.
So,
if you don't want, go ahead.
You saying that she needs Marlo, or like she needs somebody to help her fight this battle, but you didn't notice like how everybody is going against her. I don't think she needs Marlo. I just think she's happy that at least she got one person on there that ain't trying to dang stab in the back. That's how I saw it.
She needs Marlo. She needs one lap dog to kiss her ass.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. Everybody has always come to Nene and want to be her friend and kiss up to her and give her accolades. As long as you stay on the right side of Nene, everything's okay. But if you have an opinion or you disagree with her thought process or whatever beef she has going on, now you're the enemy. You're out to get me. Honey, nobody's out to get you. Nobody's out to get you.
So with Porsha lying about the belt situation and trying to make it seem like Nene got violent with her allegedly going back in the studio and recording that little sound bite of, I'm scared, get me out of here. All that, she doesn't have a reason to be offended?
Look, she can be mad at that because Ray Charles can see through the bullshit.
But that's my point. So
all of these be knocking if she
But all of this information,
on you real quick.
But that's my point. All of this information was collected before the reunion. So, of course, she going to go into the reunion with a brick on her shoulder because, the whole situation with Cynthia Kandi. Now you see these two people, like, literally on the phone, like, scheming. Like, we got to be on the same page, blah, 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 which means they actually set her up. Then you got, Porsha lying about, her, trying to fight her. Then you got, who else? Eva, mad about because her wedding was background noise to what was going on with Nene. What you mad at Nene for because of that situation? Because you saw it on TV. Nene not the editor of the dang show. So it's like all of these people mad at her. And so why wouldn't she be offended?
I'm going to address each issue that you pointed out.
Okay.
Kandi and Cynthia talking, setting up how Kenya's going to enter the party. Kenya wasn't coming to fuck Gregg, so that shouldn't have been an issue with her. Hell, they were showing her on camera trying to speak to Kenya. Kenya wasn't paying her no dust. Didn't she want to tell her the woman's having a buffalo? She was looking for an issue. Kenya wasn't trying to talk because she probably wasn't even getting paid. She didn't want to give them a scene so that they can have what they wanted. So she stayed silent, stayed over to her side. So her being mad at Kenya, not Kenya, but Cynthia and Kandi for setting that up, That ain't no issue. You don't feed into it. You say now she's saying she doesn't have a problem with Kenya. She doesn't care if she's there.
But she's always said that, though. She's always said she didn't have a problem with Kenya. Kenya had a problem with her because she wouldn't fight for her peach back. Kenya lost her peach and lied about it and said,
"Oh, Michelle, why would she say the woman's having a buffalo if she doesn't have a problem?"
Because she's shady. You saw she said something about Tanya need to stick something up her coochie, and she called Porsha a blimp. Cause she's shady. She just be saying
If she ain't got no problem, if she didn't have a problem and it's not about Nene being there, then don't pay her no mind. Now, we going to move on to the second thing about Porsha.
Okay.
Everybody ain't going to believe that stuff that Nene put her hands on Porsha. Anybody can see. Ray Charles can see through.
So why you mad at Nene then? If Ray Charles can see it, why you mad at Nene? You can see it because you smart enough to see through it. You can see it because you smart enough to see through it, but the average viewer gonna be like, Nene tried to beat up Porsha. She pregnant. Nene tried to throw her down the stairs or whatever the case may be. So yes, she should be offended because that could tarnish her image and her brand and other things that she has going on. If she got this one person who's supposed to be her little sis going behind her back saying she tried to lay hands on her when she was pregnant.
Please, if she was trying to lay hands on her, if it's a false accusation, take the bitch to court. There you is. Bravo was there with the cameras.
They can go to court. Okay, go ahead.
Let's get to the third one because you got a whole group of people and they want to talk.
I do.
And my man's in here waiting for me to get my tail off the phone so we can watch Game of Thrones. We gonna handle it. I'm not making that tall, sexy black man. Wait a minute.
Don't do it, honey. Don't do it.
Anyway, look, let's get on to Eva. Now, okay. Eva, I don't really believe she's upset because of how Nene acted over in Tokyo. Because Nene was not directing that shade towards Eva. It was towards Tanya. She was upset with Tanya. And Tanya is one of these black women that really have like a little white woman trapped on the inside. So they really don't get it. And so she's being hypersensitive with things Nene was saying. Now back to Eva. I believe Eva's upset because she may have felt, because I wasn't there, but she may have felt Nene could have given her a heads up or something that the mic was still on. I know she told Nene she would talk to her without a mic, but they're all part of a cast, and Nene would still have the mic on her, but Nene could have given her a heads up like a sign, I'm mic'd, or tapped on her chest 3 times.
I think she did, because they didn't really say anything incriminating. I think she may have. Because we didn't see them. We just heard them. We didn't see what Nene was doing while she walked over there to the car. So she really could have been winking and saying whatever. You don't know.
I can hear the conversation on the mic. We don't know. But that's what she is upset about. Because out here in California, we already know the deal with Kevin McCall and the drama and the issues, how he was whooping that girl's ass. And she does have an order of protection.
But here's what I find interesting about that whole situation too. Do you know Shanita, who is the bridesmaid who's spilling all of Eva's tea, who Eva was living in her house, blah blah. She's a good friend of Kevin McCall. Like Kevin McCall, that's how Eva met Kevin McCall, is through Shanita. So if it's true that they moving and bouncing house to house to avoid Kevin McCall, how your friend know everything about where you live, then he would know. So I don't believe the situation about her moving because of him. I really don't. I believe she's moving because of her finances. Period.
Let me tell you something. Now, I've never been to Atlanta. I've only visited once. Passing through from South Carolina. Now, I heard majority of folks live down there mean, and everybody want to floss and live like the Joneses.
Everybody.
So, that's all I'm going to say. But I tell you what, I hope the next season is more interesting. I was able to start watching once the drama kicked up, and Porsha's going to be the new Nene. I know Nene doesn't want to leave.
Not the new Nene. Oh, no.
Yeah, honey. Porsha's going to be the new Nene, and I love how she's blossomed. First, she was the princess of Thougtlandia. She was celebrating being a hoe. And now, she's coming around. She has the show. She has her man, and she has the baby. But I know it's going to be some drama with the in-laws.
Okay.
So, And Cynthia, if Cynthia has to leave, Cynthia's beautiful and she's nice, but if you don't have a storyline, sis, and your man out here in L.A., you're going to have to be a friend of the housewife. And for everybody saying Kandi needs to go, honey, you can give that up. You got a better whole chance of hitting the lottery because Kandi is the goose that lays the golden egg for Bravo.
All right.
You can believe that.
Okay, goose.
You can believe that. Okay? And in closing, let me just say this. To all of you that are upset, Kenya wasn't telling everything. Hell, Phaedra wasn't showing it on television about Apollo and her defrauding people, cashing old retired, cashing checks and defrauding the government.
He wasn't telling us how he got that $8,000 to throw in the strip club. He wasn't telling us all that.
Okay. So, I mean, we saw the after effect. He went to prison and so forth. But I'm going to get off the line. But, this is King Twirl right here. Y'all can hate Kenya all day, every day. But the queen has her edges. She has that cute little baby. And she got a man. It doesn't matter if the dick is sweet or not. It all rides the same.
It rides the same if it's in the same house. But anyway, look, you thousands of miles away, honey. Anyway, I ain't gonna go in on Kenya. I ain't gonna go in on Kenya. Bye. 1789, you are on the line. Hello. 1789, don't be scared. Say something.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Michelle.
Yes. Who am I speaking with?
Okay. I'm not scared, honey. I'm so glad to call off the line. I had fell asleep.
Look, I be trying to give y'all a chance.
Let me just tell you this. First and foremost, Porsha ain't never gonna be Nene. Let's get that off the rip. Okay. Let me just tell you this. You can't go from being a hoe to a housewife overnight. It just don't work like that.
Okay.
First and foremost. Okay. See, first of all, Porsha before she ever got on the Housewife, she was a video vixen being passed around. Then she got with that dude. She was trying to be his beard, trying to act like a docile housewife. Oh, Cordell. Oh, I got to ask him, can I go outside? I got to ask him, can I go to the party? I got to ask him, can I go to girl boo. He didn't want you. You was in it for the shine, the money, the notoriety. She was trying to play into the housewife, be this, what we, like this traditional housewife. Then she went to these athletes. Then she went to this African, the athlete. Then she out pussy popping everywhere. Now she messed with that dude, Todd, that athlete that embarrassed on TV when she threw that party for him. You could tell he was clearly gay. He was more into his homeboy. Then she did with that Todd dude. She ruins his damn career.
Okay.
Then he quits his job. But see, he didn't have enough money for Porsha. Then she gets with Dennis, who's a cheater. Pops a baby in her. She happy as then she tried to get with Ricky Smiley. That didn't work out. Then she gets with this man. But before that, she was beating folks' ass, cussing, sleeping with that. Then all of a sudden, we forgot who she was. And because she didn't have a baby, she doing what every American woman has done every 2 or 3 minutes is have a baby.
What?
She ain't did nothing special. Every 2 or 3 minutes, somebody have a baby.
Okay.
Why is Porsha baby any more important than anybody else's
because
baby?
It's her first
she
one.
Just had a baby.
It's her first one, and she's on TV, and we've seen her struggle and how she was going through fibroids. And
maybe she stay off all them. She could have had a baby a long time ago.
Oh Lord, you really don't like Porsha, do you?
No, I don't like the fact that they trying to act like she's some darling and princess. She's whooping everybody's ass. Now she get on here and try to turn on Nene and act like, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm scared. Girl, you weren't scared. You was finna whoop Jamie's butt at the party. You wanted to nuck if you buck with Kandi at Tanya's house, but now you scared of Nene in the closet. Girl, boo. Everybody know Nene ain't tried to hurt that girl. And for that other caller, she was lame. She don't like Nene, and I don't like Kenya. If Kenya come back on the show, it's gonna ruin everything. Kenya should have never lost her peach because she do got a gay husband. I believe he's straight up gay. I seen the video of them. They have no chemistry. They were in not on no video like being Bravo video. It was like her and Kandi and Cynthia. They were out with their men.
Well,
Kenya was on the floor dancing with Mark.
My Periscope people can attest to this. the year before last when I was in Martha's Vineyard. Was it the year before last? Or was it last year? Hell, I can't remember. But I saw Kenya and Mark in Martha's Vineyard, and she was so shocked to see me there. It was, and again, I didn't see no chemistry either. But I wasn't in their bedroom under it. I just seen them at the bar, and it looked like they was working on some negotiations. You know, it's not a whole lot of black people in Martha's Vineyard. So we kept bopping into them. They wasn't like walking around holding hands and being all lovey-dovey. Every single time I saw them, they was having a discussion. That's all I'm saying. Again, it's over.
There's no chemistry. There's no chemistry. And anybody with eyes, I've seen them in informal settings, just various videos on YouTube. They don't have any natural affection, no natural chemistry. He was forcing himself to touch her. She was all over him, and it was forced. So people, think because even though I'm not a Kenya fan, I am happy that her and Porsha, I'm a first-time mother too, are having kids, but I don't think that raises them to the status of Nene. That's just in my opinion. They ain't put in no work. I don't see their body of work being that fabulous. If anybody got a good body of work, it is Nene and Kandi.
So do you think Nene was
Shamari,
passive aggressive, or do you think she was giving them, what they deserved, as far as not giving them anything?
She was giving them what they deserved. They was feeding off her, and of course Marlo was over there trying to coach her because they previously talked that she wasn't gonna give them too much because they know that the performance on a reunion is how they get on. But I heard Nene shading them, girl, they really want that piece, don't you? I'm gonna make you work for it. You ain't finna get it off me. I got a Nene kind of attitude, so I'm against anybody against Nene just off rip. I'm just gonna tell you that because that's the kind of attitude. I'm very honest and open. And the thing about people they should appreciate about her, but these are fake and phony people in the world. They don't like real. They say they want reality TV. What person would get on TV and tell you negative things about their husband if they wouldn't be real? You can say she wanted all about her, but she's being very open. She was open about her marriage. It wasn't terrific before he got cancer. That damn show ain't terrific afterwards. We might get a divorce. Most people who was wanting to be fake, they would, oh no, I love him. Oh, I'm support. Oh God, we're just going through. She didn't do that. I appreciate honesty. I just like honesty. You can say it's about her. Gregg ain't on the show all the time. She is a housewife. The show is about her and these women mostly. The men are in the backdrop. Right. So we want to know her opinion. Right. I've seen my godmother went through this. Her husband ended up passing away. So I understand every day she thought she was in fear. It changed who she was to this day. Even though he's gone, she is different. When your person gets sick and you love them, and again, they didn't have the best relationship. You'd be in fear of losing them every day. Then you got to deal with the regular life on top of that. So I think to me, I've seen people go through it. She's acting normal to me because I've witnessed it. But people on the outside, I think that want her to be something she ain't. What I do like about her is being who she really is, authentic. Like her or hate her, she's being authentic. Right. I think Porsha is fake. Eva's so fake, I can't hardly stand to watch her. She's so fake and phony. All these people ain't lying on Eva. And she mad at Nene for nothing. I mean, she can't even articulate why she mad at her. Mike, like Andy told her on Watch What Happened Live tonight, he said, listen, you are on a reality show. In other words, you and I both know Nene cannot just turn that mic off. You know that.
And you was at work. You was at work. You can't just clock out when you feel like it. You was on the clock.
Right. Yeah. He tried to tell her that, and she trying to talk. She has no legitimate beef that I can see, and I understand why Nene's coming now. Tanya's like a Kandi. She's still mad because Nene said she wasn't gonna marry that man, or just threw it in the air and say, well, it could be him, it could be not, because he's dragging his feet marrying her. She cannot let it go. Who you need to be mad at? This is.
Remember, Nene wasn't the only person that said that. Remember when Tanya started crying when they was at the sushi bar or whatever, and even Porsha was like, you don't have no ring or something she said. It was like they all was pretty much looking side-eye like 7 years. So I don't, why is she mad at Nene when pretty much all of them were pretty much in the same, saying the same thing?
They got to find a target. So they, it's strength in numbers. They all ganged up against her. The only person on that couch I think was being authentic. Cynthia at times, but Porsha, I think Porsha was really being herself. She said, "You hurt my feelings," and I think she was being real with Nene. What I think Nene did, Porsha had hurt her, and she wasn't over it. People want somebody to act like they a robot. She wasn't over whatever her and Porsha was mad at each other. She wasn't over it, so she couldn't receive her. I think they were both being genuine. I really enjoyed their exchange because Nene wasn't ready to accept nothing from her, and Porsha was hurt. I liked that. I liked it because I think it was genuine. She said, "No, you hurt my feelings, Nene." Then at one point, Nene was like, "I was going to send you a gift, but," because she realized she was truly happy for the baby. I don't like the mama right now, but the baby ain't done that to me. I really should have done that. I liked that exchange because I thought it was authentic. I didn't like Eva and Tanya. I think Tanya's trying to, she's kind of trying to fool us. She's trying to come off like, "I'm just a dainty white black acting girl. I'm just here." But really, she's strategic. Ain't nobody in her profession dumb. She ain't dumb by a long shot. And I think people are underestimating her smart. She's very intelligent. She's just not book smart. She's intellectual in a lot of ways because she's trying to get her point across. She likes to be noticed. You see how she did the little talent show, fashion show? She wants to be on that show. She wants it. So she's going to go for it. The reason she turned on Nene because they have realized if we fight with Nene, we coming back. We gotta perform. So I think Nene is true, and I don't think that people should think that Tanya's some ditch. She ain't. She's just not a ditch.
Tanya knows exactly,
I think that people underestimate her.
What she's doing. Before Tanya even made her first appearance on the show, her publicist had already reached out, honey, to me and to everybody else. Remember, she was on Page 6 or whatever, and a couple of other shows, like right when she made her first appearance. So she had already laid out, I'm going to turn this. Now that I'm on this show, it's going to benefit me. It's going to benefit my business, my fiance's business, or whatever the case may be. She is ready. Look, I didn't interview her because I was never interested in interviewing her, but at the end of the day, like, yes, she's on it. Like, what friend of the show?
She's grooming herself for this show.
Yeah, what friend of the show do you know immediately?
Yeah, I'm here for it. I think people think she's not, and Cynthia ain't either. Have you seen these latest interviews? Cynthia, she coming for Nene hard, and I think, I don't believe that this is Cynthia. You can tell that people been talking in her ear. They've been telling her what to say on these interviews. Obviously, you can tell this not Cynthia speaking because if she had this much articulation, and she could articulate, she'd have been doing it. She's definitely being coached, which I am not mad at any of them, particularly Cynthia. I don't like her right now, but because this is strategic. You got to keep that coin going because Bravo is everybody's biggest check, even Nene's. This is their biggest money check, and I would do the same thing. And I know you about your money too. So, honey, I'd be in there stabbing Nene in the back, punching her in the throat, hitting in the eyeball. I would. And that's just the truth because it's survivors is, the law, first law.
I don't know if I'd be stabbing people in the back. I may be trying to find some ways for us to do it together, but I guess that's, and I guess that's Nene's beef. Like, doing it or setting me up is one thing. Like, we could be in on this together. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you my friend. So, I don't know if I'd be stabbing people in the back.
It ain't no pride. What's the thing about thieves? Ain't no pride or something amongst thieves or something. But
honor
when you're a thief, that's what you have to do. Ain't no honor amongst thieves.
Yeah.
You cannot be. That's just the way it is. And this is the beast. This is the beast of TV. This is the beast of fame, and that's the reality of it. And I'm not that. I mean, honestly, if I needed that check, I'm gonna do what it takes. And that just. I'm like Kenya Moore in that thing. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that money. Now, I'm not going to be dishonest in the fact of lying and all that, but figuratively, I'm going to perform. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that piece. The last thing I want to say is this. I feel like the beef that they have with her overall is legitimate in some ways, but the way they blown it up and act like she an evil person and she deserves all this honor, I don't believe that. I believe some of this stuff is so subtle, but when the reunion comes, you have all this outside pressure to make it be something more than what it is. I think legitimately she should be upset with Cynthia and Kandi for what they did. And I think people keep acting like Nene want to pick friends. Cynthia and Kenya been friends for some years. So that's not something new to her. That's not new. The thing that people act like they don't get, I don't understand, even some of the vloggers, it's the dishonesty in friendship. That if me and you cool, Michelle, and I know you don't like Funky, I'm not finna, and you know we cool, I'm not finna invite him nowhere and not tell either one of y'all.
Yep.
I may even have to choose who I'm going to invite.
But
because I know both of y'all not going to coexist together.
Right.
But if y'all both say y'all cool, I would say cool. Come on.
Right. And what the hypocrisy of that is, Kenya knew that Nene was going to be there. Why Nene can't know that Kenya was going to be there?
You took the word. That's one other point. Yeah, they should have given them both the information and given them the option. In any other situation, they would have, Cynthia would have told Nene, hey, so-and-so, so-and-so. Why couldn't she have casually done it? And people act like they don't see it. Well, why is Nene making a big deal if she ain't got no problem with Kenya? Nene didn't have a problem with Kenya until Kenya had a problem with her. See, they act like they forget that part.
Yeah.
Kenya showed Nene in so many ways, I got a problem with you. Then Nene go, oh, it's smoke. Oh, I didn't know we was beefing. Okay, bitch, let me gird up. I'm ready. So it's just like if I hear my other friend mad at me, and sometimes I hear it through the crowd, oh, she mad at me. I try to figure out, reach out to her. She ain't hearing it. Okay, well, bitch, we mad then. Okay, I'm ready. I know you coming for me. So when Nene figured out Kenya didn't invite her to the baby shower, she on social media making stuff, she had to retaliate. She know this girl done it for her. So when she showed up, oh, shit, okay, I'm ready. You got to be, because it is being filmed. They knew what was going on. I just hate that they went about it the way they did. And what I don't like about Kandi, and Candy's one of those people, she kind of like in the middle with me. She ain't hot, she ain't cold. I'm just like, she can lead a show and I wouldn't care. I don't believe she add a lot of value to the show. People like it because she got all this money and she making moves, but that's good to see, and it's great for a black woman doing her thing. For entertainment value, she could lead a show and I really wouldn't care. She's kind of dry. But I just feel like Kandi and Cynthia should just be women and say, you know what, maybe we should have told. Maybe we should have came about it another way. Maybe. Even if they don't feel like they did nothing wrong, they should just go on the other side to try to see it through some other lenses and say, maybe we misstepped. Instead of trying to comfort her and act like they have no clue why she mad. That's what this disingenuous to me. I think that them acting like they women, they did 2 parts on Candy's show. And to me, they could have just not done it because it's not adding any other explanation. I want Cynthia to say, why did she say that to Mike Hill? She can't explain it.
Right, she can't explain. She just said she don't remember saying it, or she watched it again and she didn't see that coming out of her lips, or whatever the case may be. Girl, but you said it somewhere and they inserted it right there. I don't get it. But anyway, well, thank you so much for your input. I appreciate you. Let me get some of these other callers.
Okay, have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. 97.73, you on the line. Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with? Oh, I done went over on time. I didn't realize I didn't went over on time. I'm gonna take the rest of these calls though. Y'all been holding.
I was just gonna join on Patreon, but I was like, damn, I might as well just hop on the line now before I go to sleep. But
it's all good.
So I realized that when I first started watching Housewives with my mom, but I was in middle school. So I don't really remember the beginning seasons, so I started rewatching them this week. And everything just comes back full circle. First of all, Nene's always been this way when she feels like a lot of people are against her. Kim, 3rd season, she didn't say shit. Because I think she was pregnant, and every time Andy asked her a question about, she's like, and she did the same thing she did. Like she's consistent. And second of all, same exact situation happened with Cynthia, but it was with Marlo and Charles Grant. And everybody got mad at Cynthia when they realized that she invited, when they realized that she had told Cynthia that they were going to be there.
I forgot.
So it's like Cynthia knows kind of how to, it's what I'm saying is they know how to operate and they know how each other operate. So I'm trying to figure out why everyone's acting like this is so brand new. Like they know that this is a common thing they do with each other. If one person is not cool with somebody else, they let each other know. So of course Nene's going to feel played and betrayed, especially when you. First of all, like you said,
and the fact with Cynthia, remember Cynthia told Nene to tell Eva that Yvonne was going to be at her house. So that's her house. And she went ahead and did it because she was like, oh, you're right. They may have some conflict. It's best for me to let both of them know.
If you watch the show just in general, this is so consistent because, of course, they all have issues with each other at various points in time. And they all always tell each other. Like, hey, KKK may be there. Okay. DeRay may be beefing with Kim at this point. Like, it's just like a rule that they always do to, like, just let each other know.
Right.
But I think they knew that, first of all, Gregg probably wouldn't have been there. And then Nene wouldn't have been there. And if people don't notice the direct shade that was played by Kenya trying to call Gregg on stage, that was so disrespectful.
Exactly. And then, people keep saying Kenya didn't want to be filmed. Kenya was dying. Kenya, first of all, ran to get mic'd up, honey. Kenya was ready to get filmed. She was walking around, prancing around. She went and sat in the group circle. She then went and snatched the mic. Kenya was trying to be on camera and turn it while she was pregnant. She wanted to show everybody her belly because apparently didn't enough people see it on Instagram.
And people are being so sensitive about her talking about her being pregnant. I've been pregnant. Okay, come on. When you're throwing shade, who cares? Because when she tried to talk to her, that's when she called her a buffalo.
Ain't no rules.
That's embarrassing.
Right. Ain't no rules in battle, though.
It's not like she said something, like, harmful towards the baby or anything. Like, people just, y'all need to chill, because I'm pretty sure y'all have said worse things to people that y'all been pissed off at. I know I have.
Right.
We just get to see her act this shit out on the show.
You're right. Well, thank you so much for your input. I appreciate you.
I have one quick question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
What is your sign? I'm just curious.
Leo.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, okay. What does that mean? You about to read?
Right, well,
you about to read my horoscope, my astrology? What does that mean? Leo, team Leo.
You give me like Virgo feels.
What? Well, maybe I'm at the end of August.
I like Virgos.
August 21st. I'm at the end of August, so I don't know what that means, but okay.
That makes sense. I like it. I like Virgos. Very grounded, chill, down to earth.
Pretty much. Well, thank you so much.
All right. Well, good night.
Good night. 7850. You are on the line. Woo.
Hey, Michelle, it's Robert from Twitter.
I knew it was you, Robert. I knew the 7850. Are you still awake?
Yes, I am, even though I've been on hold for like almost 40 minutes.
Yes,
I had to go get me a midnight snack. I'm like, okay.
And I had really...
I just want to make this really... Oh,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I can't.
No, I was just saying I had really intended to end this and go over to Patreon, but I'm like, well, since we here, let me go ahead and finish. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to say really quickly, I want to just address two callers. I can't remember the order. One young lady, I believe, said that Carlos King put Phaedra up to it, and I do believe that is right because a short little summary. Remember, Carlos King and Todd were working on Hollywood Divas, and then Elise Neo got injured on the set of Hollywood Divas. Mm-hmm. Carlos King blamed Todd. Todd blamed Carlos King. Their relationship deteriorated, and then that's when Rapegate season was on. So Carlos King was using Bravo to get back at Todd because Hollywood Divas was, in shambles at that point. And I believe that's the real reason he's never going to come back, because Bravo felt like, okay, if it was just petty beef between two people, that's one thing, but y'all are beefing about, a check that has nothing to do with Bravo, and I feel like that's a line that Carlos King crossed that he can't get back, and I think that's one of the reasons why if Phaedra would come back, I don't think she would come back as a full-time housewife. I think it would be either a guest or a friend of the show. And then the other thing I want to say is Nene is under no obligation to give the people what they want, right? Like, I love the fact that she told Andy, I have nothing to say, because at the end of the day, as long as she shows up and does her part, that's all that her contract really requires of her. Her contract doesn't require her to holler and scream and shout and beg these women to like her, respect her, or even hear their side. And there's a quote, I saw it on Instagram, and it basically says, do not waste your time explaining to people do not waste your time explaining yourself to people who are determined to not understand you. And I feel like that's how Nene came into the reunion. Like, they made up their mind that if she said the sky was blue, they were going to call her out because the clouds are white. So clearly the sky isn't blue, and she's just not here for it. And so that's all I have to say. I won't keep you long. So
okay. You going to stay up for the Patreon? I was thinking about still going over there, but I don't know. It'll probably be too late. I probably won't.
Only for you. Let's do like a quick, 25, 30-minute Patreon.
Okay, I'll do that. Let me take these last two calls, and I'll still go over to Patreon.
All right.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Robert. Caller 0785. It's a lot of trolls. I see it's a lot of trolls over there. Y'all let the trolls troll. Hey, Chef Disaster. Hey, C. Patterson, if y'all still on, I appreciate y'all. Let the trolls troll, honey. Caller 0785. You on the line?
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Calling all the way from Mississippi.
Yes, Mississippi.
Mississippi. Yes. That show really had me upset. The reunion really had me upset tonight. I'm Team Nene. I don't give a darn what she do, how she do it, or what she say. I've been Team Nene from day one, and I've never changed from that. I'm always Team Nene. I just like her personality. It's very authentic. People may not like some things that she do, or the way she do things, or the way she say things, or the way she delivers whatever. But one thing I can say is she's real. She's real, and I can also identify with her. It was really hard for me to listen to, the things with her and Gregg, because I can relate to it. Because I had my husband was diagnosed years ago with cancer, and I went through, and a lot of things that she's saying that she had to deal with is what I had to deal with. So I know that she's being honest.
Yeah.
And for people on the outside to sit up and say, well, he's the one sick. Yeah, we understand that. I understand that. But you still have feelings too. You're still human. I mean, and it's hard. It's hard to, when you have to be the caretaker of someone that is already, prior to the illness, mean as a pit bull.
Right.
Mean and bitter, and it's hard. And a lot of times, like she said, when you got an outgoing personality and the other person really don't talk much, people going to automatically assume, oh, it's you, or oh, they don't say nothing, so they can't be like that.
Right.
But if they could just be a fly on the wall.
So how do you feel about what Gregg said? What Gregg admitting to being mean and saying, I'm not a walk in the park.
I think he admitted to a certain degree, but then he really not still taking all the responsibility, because he still at some level pointed the finger at her and say, well, she's been doing things, she's done some things too, and she's like, okay, tell me what have I done? He couldn't even tell her. He was like, well, you did that. I can't think of it right. Right. Nobody, she never professed to be perfect. It's not about being perfect. It's about already accepting a lot of bullshit, forgive me for cursing, from a man who's mean and bitter anyway. So then you go through them, you deal with the fact that they get sick. Chemo makes a person extremely mean. And a nurse on my job told me that years ago. It's been probably over 15 years ago. She told me that. But it was nothing that a person could tell me that could have prepared me for what I had to go through. Because even with her telling me that that my husband was going to change and that he was going to be mean, he was going to become mean, but in the back of my mind, even when I told her, I said, he already that. She said, well, you think he mean? She said, you wait. Honey, he could have prepared me for that. There was no preparation for that. I mean, it's like being with the person that you know is sick, but they the devil too. It's like, that's what it's like. It's hard. And even to this day, it's been years ago, I still, it's still hard for me to hear that.
Right.
Because it brings back memories of what all I had to endure. Even when she was saying how he would tell her, to get away, didn't want her at the hospital. I had to go through all that. So I know she's not lying, and I know it's hurtful. And I know, even if she'd have stepped away, people would have buried her. They would have said, oh, you the worst wife. You didn't love him. You walked away. It ain't that. It's the fact that you trying to keep your own sanity too. Because you got to be strong for you. You got to be strong for them. You scared. You worried. You praying that they don't leave. You don't want them to leave. But then you taking all the blows. You taking all the anger. You taking it all. And she's having to take it all. Right. Then you dealing with a panel full of darn women that are vipers too. Then you dealing with vipers. You dealing with snakes on that level. So, all of them, like she said, all of y'all down on this end, y'all, I can make y'all beg me. And, you know, my husband see her as being arrogant or as being a bully. No, I don't see her as being a bully. She's being a realist. Loyalty is everything. And this generation just don't understand, you know, loyalty. Loyalty is everything. People don't care about loyalty anymore. So they throw loyalty under the bus as if it's not important. It is important.
Right.
Yeah, Tanya, I didn't like Tanya from the dope. I knew Tanya was shady and shady. People would pretend to be your friend and be all up under you until they get what they really want. Like Porsha. Porsha, yeah, that was her sister, her this, you my kids, you my this, because she was lonely. The bitch didn't have nobody.
Right.
You didn't have nobody but some ball players running up in you. You didn't really have a man. You didn't have nothing. You didn't have a husband. You was lonely. And women would do that. They would cling to you when they are.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry to cut you off. I just got this text and I got to take this call because I got a special guest that want to say something really quickly.
All right.
Okay.
Team Nene here, baby.
All right. Thank you for calling. I appreciate you. Hold on, y'all. I got somebody that I'm thinking. Let me see. Her assistant just reached out to me and told me to call. Hold on. Let me see.
Hello.
Yes, Miss Leaks.
Yes. Who is this?
You don't know who this is, girl.
Huh?
Miss Leaks, this is Michelle Brown of straightfromtheA.com.
What are you doing up so late?
I just spoke with your assistant who told me that you wanted to share something with my audience. And I'm like, girl, is she up? And she said yes. And she told me
I don't want to share that with your audience. Are you kidding me? What am I going to share with them?
I'm talking about the reunion. And so, maybe, your assistant thought it might be a good idea for you to give your input because a lot of my viewers were talking about the things that you were going on with you and Gregg and the things that were going on with you and Porsha.
What is going on with me and Gregg? Oh, God. This is too much. I'm a Kia. But I didn't watch the reunion. I'm not going to be watching any parts of the reunion. I know it's 3 parts. I'm not going to watch it because I don't want to have a setback. And so I was there, but I don't know how they edited and how they're actually showing it. I know I was there, and I know what happened when I was there. So,
well, I guess for the most part, as far as Gregg and Gregg saying, that he knew that he was mean and that, but you had some parts to play in it as well. It was interesting to hear him say that Cynthia was like a sister to him. I just want to know what you...
Obviously, I've been with Gregg a really long time. And being with him for that number of years, I mean, we didn't get to 20 years, by smiling at each other every day. We certainly been through things. And, every day is not a walk in the park. I mean, we're just a regular couple. We love each other. We're just a regular couple. And I think because, sorry, I just walked up a whole gang of stairs. I think because Gregg was diagnosed with cancer, a lot of people are having a lot of sympathy for him, which is a really good thing. And me, as his wife, before he was diagnosed with cancer, we were kind of in a rocky place. And I don't want to talk about all the things that Gregg has done. Gregg's a great guy. Obviously, we wouldn't have been together that long if he hadn't been a great guy, but he certainly has made mistakes. I've made mistakes. And
so how do you feel about him saying that Cynthia was like a sister? Was that... I'm not mad at him saying that Cynthia was like a sister. I'm not mad at that. I needed him to elaborate more because when Gregg saw the tape, he had a real big opinion about it. When we get those tapes, I look at it and I usually give it to a couple people that are different from me because I just want to hear what they have to say. And Gregg was the first person to tell me. I didn't say anything. I said, just look at it. And he looked at it and he said, that's betrayal. And I felt like it was. I just want to know what he felt. When I saw it,
I was in Walgreens parking lot. I called my executive in New York, and she said to me, "Have you seen the show yet?" And I said, "No, I haven't." And she said, "I want you to look at it and call me back." And she said the word to me, "It is epic." And I said, "Okay." So when I watched it, it was epic. And usually we're all together, and then when we end, there's like it tells you like what's coming up in our lives or something like that. But actually with us, we rolled into that other scene. And I cried like a baby because I was so hurt that this is, so many people want to make it out of a thing with Kenya. And for everybody that's around me, they know that it's not about Kenya at all. It's not about Kenya. It's about Cynthia and I. And I know that Cynthia was betraying me long before this. So it's really hard to explain. It's hard to explain because for so many seasons I've been a villain. And for so many seasons they've shown her as this nice person. But unfortunately, I obviously to people I look like I'm mad, I guess, mean or whatever it is. But just hours before that reunion, I just saw that tape. I saw that tape. Our cars pick us up at 6 a.m. I saw that tape at like 8 p.m. And I had to go home, get myself ready for a 6 o'clock pickup. Obviously, where I'm up at 5 o'clock for a car to pick me up at 6. I was devastated to see that. I just saw that. And, to go a step further, most people know Cynthia and I talk a lot of times during the day. And we do. We talk a lot during the day. Not about anything other than what you're doing, are you okay, that kind of stuff. And I had talked to her already 3 times that day. And I asked her, I said, "Have you seen the finale yet?" And she said, "No." I said, "Me either." I said, "Everybody keeps saying it's epic." She said, "I know. What are they talking about?" And she said, "I want you to make me a promise no matter what you see." This is Cynthia telling me that we are still going to be okay. I said, "Yeah, girl, how bad could it be? Of course we're going to be okay." Wow. No matter what, she said, "No matter what you see." I said, "No matter what I see, we're going to be okay." And she was like, "Okay, now I just want to make sure we're going to be okay." When I saw that, I was like, "Hell no, we ain't going to be okay."
Oh, wow. So she knew what was coming. No, we ain't going to be
okay. No, I don't know if she knew that, but I think she was like something. They keep telling us it's epic, so she felt like that we knew that we were the last scene of the season. We knew that, but I didn't know what happened other than what we sat at the table and discussed. I didn't know that happened prior to.
Right.
Now, let me tell you, when I go back to Kenya and I say that it's not about Kenya, it's not. Honestly, if you really, for the people who really watch the show, if they watch, they know last season at the finale, me and Kenya actually sat beside each other and read Kim. Got Kim all the way together. Me and Kenya had no issue. In fact, after the reunion, I talked to her quite a few hours after the reunion. Because, after the reunion, we're all kind of twisted. Like, mentally, we've been there for a long time. So I talked to Kenya maybe some months later. I got a call. Kenya was at my store. Where this went left with Kenya, I have no idea. All I can tell you is it was plot and plan because just you know how I am. Like, I'm like this. Like, I am from the South. I'm loyal. I don't care what nobody see on that screen right there. I'm a down ass girl. You understand me? I'm loyal. I'm riding with you now. Just like when I told Porsha, I said, "We cool." I said, "Porsha, Kandi got some information on your man Dennis, right?" So I tell her that. And I said, when you go to that scene, they got some information on him, okay? She goes to the scene, and she seemed like she had my back. Then she get right in her interview and said, "Nene told me." Girl, what are you doing? I don't do no stuff like that. I don't do that. I'm telling you, because they played me for a villain for so long, I actually sat in my room and thought about, a person is accused of, like, something and they're in prison for it. And they can't prove their innocence. I feel like that. Like I'm in jail. Like what Kandi and Cynthia did, listen to me. On my life, they did that. They plotted that. They did that, and they knew that I wasn't going to receive it well. She did that. And she didn't do nothing else. I don't care if you thought she was an angel. You hear me? She did that. She did that.
So what do you feel?
Her and Kandi have been playing dirty and sneaky and underhanded, and they can do that. They can do that because everybody's like, oh, they're so nice, they're so sweet, oh, they're classy, they're this and that. They ain't.
Woo. So what do you feel about them, going on this world tour saying that, you are overreacting about it because
they want it to be watered down. They want it to be watered down. I'm not overreacting. I'm sorry, I missed something. When I was telling you about I talked to Cynthia 3 times that day.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to Cynthia 3 times that day, and I asked her, has she seen the finale? She said no, and I hadn't seen it. Now, we had talked to each other after every other link we've seen, right? They give us 3 tapes. We saw 2 of them. We didn't see the final one yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't talk through those 2. So we ain't got but one more to look at before we head into the reunion. Let me tell you something about me. When Cynthia saw that tape, why she didn't call me? She called me every day, all day, every day. When she saw that tape, and I am her friend, and she looked at me and said, you know what, my friend gonna think I did something crazy. Let me get on the phone and call my friend up. And see, me should have picked up the phone and said, friend, this gonna look crazy to you, but this is not how that is. I never spoke to Cynthia, never called me again until she sat on that sofa, and I saw her.
Wow.
I had talked to her twice earlier in the day. When she saw that, if she was a real friend and she really didn't do anything wrong, she would have picked up that phone and said, friend, this is going to look crazy to you. But let me tell you something. That's not how this went. It didn't go like that. I never saw her again. So she sat on that couch and she was firing at me with everybody else. And I was supposed to sit up there and take that kind. Couldn't take it kind.
Right.
It's supposed to be my sister. And she's over here like she didn't even call me no more to tell me anything. And she set me up, period. I don't care how anybody can look at it the way they want to. And they say, Nene's overreacting. Why am I overreacting? I ain't even saying that. She's overreacting. She don't want giving it a lot of energy. I'm just sort of like, you know what? And I am, I will admit this because I've seen people make comments about, Nene just cut people off. I do. Now, I will cut you off. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I really feel like somebody's really doing something crazy to me, I cut you off. Why am I keeping you on? Why do I need that in my life? Why do I need it in my circle? I don't. So why not get cut off? And why do you want to still be on? They want to still be on, so they can still sit over here. That girl been sitting over here. I have thought this through my wig 10,000 times. It was like having a friend that was a freaking enemy, like a snake in the grass. I didn't even know that it was really happening to me.
So when did it start? Didn't it start when, what was that season that you came back?
Season 8.
8?
Okay, so, yeah, it was season 8. They've been doing this since they did it since the day I walked out of the season. I walked out, what did I walk out on? 7 or 8, one of them. Anyway, let me tell you, listen, people don't get to know all this stuff because some of this stuff is like behind the scenes stuff. So I just announced that I wasn't going to come back to the show that following season. I had to go all the way back in my head and think, when did all this happen? I was going to a birthday party, you know this, where there is the Lobster Bar and Chops is one on top of each other, those 2 restaurants. So Gregg and I getting out of the car and come down the elevator with Cynthia, Kenya, and Kandi. And then when I go back and think about all of it, I think that's the time when I just announced, it was like just a couple of days after I made my announcement, those 3 got together and said, what are we going to do? Okay, we know Nene is no longer here. We got to keep this show interesting. What are we going to do? And they made an alliance, and they are in one. I don't care what nobody said. Let me tell you something. I've said this for a long time. It may sound cliche. You don't have to ever like me. I do not care. I'm telling you this. You cannot win when you play dirty. They are playing dirty. Kandi doing to me exactly what Phaedra did to her. She's doing that. That you can believe. Now, it's going to come out. When it's going to come out, I don't know. But it is going to come out. And I want all of y'all to apologize to me. In fact, I want all of y'all, just like y'all come and say, I want all y'all to kiss my ass.
You want everybody to apologize?
Everybody kiss my ass. Because I can guarantee you, don't come back and start acting like, oh, Nene, I'm so sorry. Don't say none of that. I'm telling you right now, they are lying. They started doing damage control when Cynthia went on this whole, press thing talking about me. And it's so funny because sometimes I look at the comments, they be like, Nene, you did press talking about Cynthia. I'm like, no. Cynthia went on press way before me. And then her and Kandi plotted to sit on Kandi's YouTube show and try to do damage control. And you also have to think about this. this is something I said to Cynthia, and I don't know why it's happening. We always said, as long as we're friends, and if we ever fell out, we just fell out. We're not going to do that to each other. We're not going to talk about each other and do that kind of stuff to each other. She sat right there on that reunion. Cynthia knew I was in Vancouver working. She knew that I was on the RHOA hosting. I checked out of the hotel. She checked in the hotel because she was going to be on RHOA the next day. She never stood up for me at all, and she knew I was telling the truth. Mm-hmm. The one time she did stand up for me was with Tanya, when she was like, Nene was not being shady. Mm-hmm. That's the only time there on that couch. Now, this is a friend of mine for a number of years. You would think she would say, you know what, me and Nene ain't cool right now, but I'm going to tell you, she ain't do that. Mm-hmm. You know, she did. She just kind of like sat there and was like, I don't care. Let them come at her. Because she wanted to clear her own name. She wanted to clear her own self. She wanted to still look like the great Cynthia. I get that same thing with Gregg, too, because, you know, most people like Gregg, and Gregg has he's a Leo, so his demeanor is a little bit different. You know, he's
Gregg like me. I'm a Leo.
Yeah, he's chill. But, you know, Gregg is not going to let you, you know, come for him crazy. He's not going to let you talk. People think I be talking to Gregg crazy and everything. I be like, girl, please. Mm-hmm. Gregg run this whole house. Gregg is a true Leo. And see, you know, so anyway, Gregg has that kind of personality. As Cynthia, they don't want people to think bad of them or less of them. So they always want people to say good things about them. And I'm kind of like the person, like, say whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, they want to save face more than I care to save.
So people really are, you know, when you say alliance, and, you know, you got Kandi saying, you know, there's no such thing. We never did an alliance. Why would you think they're in an alliance? And what would be their end game to being in an alliance? Like, why?
Not only, you know, the only reason I could think of that they would be in an alliance is because, see, first of all, together they are strong. Separate they are weak. They can't stand like I stand. I can stand over here by myself all day and, you know, fire a gun at everybody. They need each other. And that is why they're in an alliance. They need each other.
Okay.
And I actually don't need them. You know, I'm not that kind of girl where I need an army with me. They need backup. I really don't need backup. Really, I really don't have to have backup. If I really want to act a fool, I can. Whatever I feel, I just don't feel like I need backup. Also, you know, I would have to say their stories aren't that strong, so they have to come up with something. They need each other. That's all I can tell you. They need each other. They definitely need each other.
So as far as the whole Kenya thing,
and I actually have thought too. I even asked my husband. I said, "Why would they do that? Like, why do they need to be in an alliance?" I've never done that. Every time I stepped on this show, whatever my story was, that's what it was. I never was anything. Whatever was happening in my life, that was happening in my life. I really when I had a mental breakdown, I didn't even know what that was. You know, back in the day, my aunt would say, "Oh, so-and-so had a nervous breakdown," you know. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know what a nervous breakdown is. Mm-hmm. But I felt like that day, that's what my aunt was saying. I had a breakdown. And, you know, this is a rough time in my life, rough time in Gregg's life.
I can hear it in your voice. That's why I really don't even want to ask you no questions, because you seem like, you know, it's getting to you. You know what I mean? And I can understand.
No, I've gotten over that. No. I really have gotten over it. You know, we already shot the reunion, and I'm over it. But what happens to us is we have to relive it again with the viewing audience, so that makes it a little bit harder, because it's like you've already gotten over it, mm-hmm. and then it comes back up. You got to relive it again. So that makes it hard, which is why I'm not watching the reunion, because I just don't want to open back those wounds anymore. Like, I wanted to be able to get off that couch and walk away and let that be it. You know, we all went to Destin this year. I thought it was the best girls trip we ever had. First time I've ever did a girls trip. We had so much fun. I genuinely, you know, how I feel about each girl when we were together, it's genuinely how I felt. You know, I genuinely love each one of them differently, you know, like them, you know, differently. But I liked everybody. Mm-hmm. But I also know everybody as well. And, you know, some of the girls on the show, you know, I just like to call it like how it is. You know, I hate really calling their names, but we all know who we're talking about. the friend of the show sitting on the end of the couch. There was nothing done to her to the level of her sitting there needing to just consistently fire at me.
That's Tanya,
We're
right?
on a show, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on a show where we take shots. You know, I never hit her below the belt. So if I hit her below the belt or I did something that was just really jacked up,
what about that comment they had? They had you saying some about the P word. They said so. I don't know. You said it under your breath.
What now?
What about that comment?
I don't even know what I said. I don't know. I don't know what I said. I said a lot. I tried to say as much as I could. You know, there were times when I didn't want to say anything. You know, anyway, if I don't know how these people view this show, because, you know, that's why when I let my family look at the link, because everybody has different opinions, and we all watch the show through different sets of eyes. If you're watching the reunion, how I felt there at the reunion is, she was firing at me, and it was no real reason for her to just sit there and fire at me. Like, I mean, she could have said, well, I didn't appreciate you saying whatever you said, but I didn't think it was necessary for her to be like that, like, intense. And then
Eva,
America Next Top Model over here on the end, I didn't do anything to her where she needed to fire the way she was fired. The person that did something to her was Marlo. Marlo brought all her dirt to the show. And Porsha got her together a couple of times, but she never even paid them any attention. She was asking me, like, why were you acting like that at my bridal shower? Like, girl, you don't even know how I was acting. What are you talking about? It wasn't even that. See, I wasn't mad with you. And at my wedding, why were you, like, crying and had to get your makeup touched? Like, can you please tell me something real? Like, I was crying because I was having a moment. I didn't disturb your wedding. I didn't even want to talk to the girls. Marlo came and got me and took me to the girls. I didn't want to sit down and talk to them. Sometimes I think people are looking at the show, like, on some other eyes. I don't know what kind of eyes they're looking at. And then she said to me, well, when you were at the old lady game, you kept your mic on. Girl, you didn't say nothing crazy with the mic on. First of all, I have to wear my mic. I'm being paid to wear a mic. And if you had, I'm such a G. Had she been saying something that was crazy, I would think, just like Kandi. I'm mic.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was wondering, because technically they didn't even say anything. So I'm like, you know, we don't know if you gave her a sign or not. That's what I was saying, because we didn't see the conversation.
It was not. If it was, so I'm confused. When I get out there and you got these two people firing at me, I ain't even did nothing to them. Hell, I thought we were cool. I'm completely shocked. This girl is telling me you ain't called me. Well, can you call me then? Well, what is going on? So I'm confused with these two people on the end firing at me. And that, to me, says that everybody's trying to secure the bag. And they're trying to secure the bag by using me. But viewers, they just kind of feel like, you know, this is this tough girl that she could just sit up there and have. I'm still human. Mm-hmm. I still have feelings, too. You know what I'm saying? I am tough, but I still have feelings.
Right.
And so some of the stuff that they were doing, I did not take kind to it. You put yourself in the place of sitting somewhere and everybody's firing at you. And you got two people sitting over here that don't even have a reason to be firing. And then you have the third person, somebody you've been friends with forever, and they sitting over here like, what are we doing?
So how do you feel about people like feeling like, you know, that it was your fault, you were passive aggressive, or, you know, you should have said something, especially like when Porsha spilled her guts and was saying, you know, I'm giving you all of my feelings. I'm telling you.
I don't care anything about Porsha spilling her guts, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I don't know how these people view this show, but I can tell you this: last year, Porsha didn't have nobody on her side but me. We were in Barcelona, Spain. Porsha packed her stuff and left before us. The person who she talked to before she left was me. I talked to her, encouraged her, and she went on. She still got on the plane and decided to leave. We went to San Francisco. Me and her had an argument in San Francisco. After that, me and Porsha got over it. I was completely in Porsha's corner. She went to the Halloween party. It was our finale. I was there trying to talk to her, get her to talk to the rest of the girls. Her and Marlo were arguing. Nobody was talking to her but me. So I don't even know. Like, so Porsha pouring her heart out on the couch to me, it didn't mean nothing to me, unfortunately.
So what did it go left, though, corner. Between you and Porsha? Was it the bi-wig party, or was there already a instance before that kind of ruined your relationship?
No. It was the bi-wig party, and that's it. And that drove me nuts, too, because I'm just like, so we are mad because you went in my closet, and now you are trying to make up a story about the closet, but there was 3 other people in the closet, and you the only one that was looking and said that somebody touched you when you know I wasn't even behind you. Girl, if y'all don't go on and stop trying to secure the bag over here, I'm just sitting up here looking like I'm confused. So for all the people who think that I'm sitting there being mean or whatever, I was. Thank you very much. Because I was not taking kindly to all of that was happening.
Okay.
You know, and I feel like I don't get credit for certain things, but it's okay. You know, as they say, I'm a tough girl. So I'm a tough girl, and I just sit over here, just, you know, let everybody do their thing. And so I didn't answer a lot of questions because why? Why do I need to keep answering questions for them to keep saying, you did this, you did that? So, girl, just say whatever you're going to say and stop. Let me tell you what happens with Nene Leakes. These people can say whatever they want to say now. And I say something, they'll be like, she ain't had nothing good to say. She shouldn't have said nothing at all. And then I don't say nothing. She ain't even saying nothing. Girl, what, honey, what do you want me to do?
It's either you saying too much or you saying too little. It's no in between.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't win.
Yeah.
You know, but these other people get to win. I'm like, I can't win. If I say something, I'm saying too much. I don't say nothing. I ain't saying enough. I do this. I'm doing too much. I look that way. I'm looking too mean. She look mean. She okay. She pouring her heart out for you. You have to understand this is somebody. Why wouldn't you talk to Cynthia? Girl, this girl just jacked me a couple hours ago. It's almost like watching you just heard that your man cheated on you. So now I'm supposed to get back in and be like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry, and I know you made a mistake. No. I need to process that. I am a human. I need to process that. She should have been saying to me, instead of yelling at me, she should have been saying, friend, it didn't happen like that. I know how it looked, but that's not how it was. I know what you're thinking, but that's not what it is. She ain't never say that. Mm-hmm. She just say, Nene want to just fall out over this petty stuff. Mm-hmm. It ain't petty, girl. I just watched what you did. That wasn't petty. Are you trying to tell me my eyes are playing tricks on me? I know exactly what you were doing.
Okay. The whole Cynthia situation is just interesting to me because now it's like she bucking up and saying, you know, I can invite who I want to invite to my party, but then you know she was tiptoeing around it. So if you can invite who you want to invite, why you keep it a secret?
Right, exactly, and why? And I hope they say this next part 3 reunion. I don't know if they will, and why. Cynthia, and you saw this scene where Cynthia and Marlo were here, and we were talking outside around my pool, and I said something like, I wish Gregg would come to a bar with me, or something like that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, in this very scene, which they cut out, Cynthia says, you're having your bi-week party and you've invited Yvonne. You need to let Eva know that you have invited Yvonne. Mm-hmm. And I said, girl, I don't see why I got to let her know. And she said, because, Nene, you really need to let Eva know. And I said the same stuff Cynthia was saying. I said, this is my house. I don't see why I got to let somebody know who's coming to my house. And Cynthia said, Nene, you got to tell Eva that Yvonne is coming. So I went to Eva with Cynthia and Marlo with me. And I said, Eva, Cynthia and Marlo thought I needed to come and tell you, so I want to at least tell you that Yvonne, I've invited her to the bi-week party, and I want to give you a heads up because I know you guys have a little bit of an issue with each other. And Eva said, okay, thank you. I'm glad you let me know. Mm-hmm. So the fact that Cynthia encouraged me over and over again to let Eva know that Yvonne is coming, you would think that she would take her own advice, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And so her thing is, this is what I've heard her been saying. I invited her, but I didn't know she was coming. I invited Yvonne, but I didn't know she was coming. You invited everybody in the whole room. An invite is an invite. It doesn't mean that they're coming. So the fact that you invited them, you still could have just told me, but I really didn't care anyway. The point I was trying to make is, why are you trying to set me up? Why are you doing that? I mean, it wasn't the time to be trying to set me up either. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Literally, when you see Gregg at that finale, we got him in red and white jacket. Mm-hmm. The jacket was actually really big on Gregg. Gregg was much smaller under that jacket. Mm-hmm. The producer actually stayed here at my house all day and rode with us to the finale because I wasn't going to go to the finale. Mm-hmm. And so they stayed here trying to encourage me to go. Gregg was weak. He wasn't like 100% at that time. but they knew they really wanted Gregg and me to come there together.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just not a good time for any of that to be happening. It just wasn't a good time, and it just wasn't a good time. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Cynthia went through a divorce with Peter, and I wasn't trying to put more pressure on her. You going through a divorce, it was a mental thing. It's tough.
Right.
I deal with a lot of things that people don't know that I deal with. I think people just say, she's super strong, she's fine. I deal with a lot of stuff, which is, nobody's business, but, I deal with a lot of things. And she knew the things that I was dealing with, too. And so it wasn't cool. It really wasn't cool. She knows things that the TV show don't know and that people don't know. People know that I was dealing with Gregg's health, but I was dealing with a lot of other things that she knows.
Right.
So it was really not cool at all for her to even do that. She knew I was not the strongest. She knew I could snap at any moment. And I felt like they were doing it so that I could snap.
Wow. So do you have anything against Kenya? Like, how would you feel if she did come back to the show? Like,
I don't have an issue with Kenya.
Okay.
Listen, I don't have an issue if they bring Kenya back, Sheree back, Phaedra back, Kim back. I don't care about them bringing these girls back on this show. Listen, just as much as they need their check, I need mine. So I'm not going anywhere, okay? So they can come over here and we can do these things. We can read each other, shade each other, and get right at the reunion and do what we did the other day. I mean, they're not going to push me out of anywhere.
Okay.
So they are welcome to come back anytime they want to come back. Welcome. Come on in, girl. You catch this read like everybody else.
All right.
I mean, what else you gonna do? I mean, we at work.
The people asking me if they could call in, honey. I don't.
Well, let them call. What kind of call in you got? You on the radio station?
I got a setup, honey. I can call. I can take calls now. What are you saying?
Let me see how that goes. That's like being at the radio station.
I don't know. Let me see.
You can take calls and people be talking to me too?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Let me see how.
Girl, you got a whole setup, don't you?
Yes, I do. Let me see how I can set it up. Hold on. Let me see. Uh-oh, y'all. Nene said she gonna take y'all calls, honey. We gonna see what's going on.
Well, I ain't gonna take minutes. You pay me?
Oh, did she just say my pay? Wait a minute, Miss Leaks, honey. Hold on. Let me do this.
Please enter your PIN number. That was an invalid entry.
Oops.
Please enter your PIN number.
9427819. Hold on.
Thank you. Joining the conference now. You are currently the only person in this conference.
Do y'all have the number? Nene, you on the line?
Uh-huh.
Hold on.
You are now muted.
Wait a minute. This music might get on your nerves until somebody call in. Hold on. Y'all got the phone number? Y'all remember the phone number? Hold on. 718. Oh, they calling already. 362-7819. No, that's not the number. 362-6360. PIN number is 942-7819. There it is. We already had one call. Caller 8617. You on the line? Nene.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me see if she here. Nene, you on the line?
Yes.
Oh, okay. 8617.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, you have Nene on the line, honey.
Hey, good evening, Nene.
Good evening.
Good night for you all. It's Jason. How are you?
Hi, Jason. Don't be scared.
Calling to ask. I don't think especially the readers on this side, I don't think they understand how the process goes for you all every year. How it's essentially like they're gunning to get another year on their option. And the way they came for you.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you wrote like the thread and all of that, I don't think they understand. Like I know you've been doing it 11 times. Well, you took a seat. You've been doing it multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point now and going forward, are you like feeling like you can just I don't know a better word, but kind of like let it like just start over with everybody, like going forward, like season 12 and after all this and just
No, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to start over with everybody. I think that, I'm sure, listen, I said it somewhere, I don't know. These are my coworkers, and we're going to go to work. And we're going to present you guys with a show. Can you hear me, Michelle?
Yeah, I can hear you. You still there?
No, I was saying to him that, these are my coworkers. These are my coworkers.
I mean, so much has been done. I know you really, I understood what you were going through. I felt like you were kind of ganged up on it. You did hold it pretty well. I mean, you didn't get out of character. There was no Nene. Just hoping you all are able to just move forward. You're funny and you're fun, and we like that side of you.
Can you hear me, Michelle?
Yes, you
good. I get it.
But I can hear him if he's still talking when I'm talking to him.
Okay.
So he can't hear me. I don't understand how that works.
Okay, I just muted him. Go ahead, answer the question.
Okay. He asked me something like, when I get back cool with everybody. Listen, I am not a person that holds a grudge for a long time. So we are going to be coworkers. Just know that we're going to be coworkers, and we're going to present you with a great show. As far as us going any further than being coworkers, I can't tell you that that's going to happen. Because I'm still human, and sometimes some things that people do are very hurtful. And you don't get over your hurt that easy, so why do you want us on the show to get over ours so easy? I mean, we're still human.
Right.
I mean, we are. I mean, did you get over, your friend did something really jacked up to you and you got over it in 4 hours? Like, really?
Right.
I mean, it was literally like hours in between me seeing it and walking on the stage. So it's not like I couldn't even process it that quick. I had been crying my eyes out. And then walked up there to everybody's firing. I'm sure the show is made out of conflict, and there's going to be conflict. I can leave the show now. And do you really think all those girls sitting on that couch are going to be sitting there holding hands next season? Absolutely not. This show is built on conflict. I don't have to ever be here, but they're going to fall out. Yeah. They will not make it one season without it being, because the producers are not going to allow it, okay? Because that's not what this show is built off of. So they can all sit on that couch this season, and next season they won't even be sitting together. They won't even be speaking.
Oh, okay. Did you get that caller? Did you get that answer, caller? Did she answer your question? Hello? Oops, I guess he hung up, honey. 3083, hello.
Hello?
You're echoing. Turn your computer down. Yes, you're on the line.
Hello?
You're echoing. Turn your computer down.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
I'm here.
Can Nene hear me? I wanted to, my name is Anthony, and I'm from Long Island. How are you, Michelle?
I'm good, Anthony. Nene's on the line. Nene.
Yes.
Hello?
Michelle.
Yes.
Well, why do they keep saying hello? I don't understand.
Hi, guys. I can't hear anybody, but Nene, if you can hear me, I just wanted to say to you that what they did to you, Cynthia particularly, it was horrible, and it isn't something a friend would do. I feel she should have told you, and I feel like she was in cahoots with the other girls to try to bring the bad side out on you and make you look like something that you're not on TV due to her knowing the editing process.
Exactly. And all I can tell you is
that it was horrible that they did that.
Michelle, can I talk? I don't know how you.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. I muted it.
What Cynthia and her, I don't care what anybody says. They did it. They can sit on that show or wherever else and stay with it. I don't even have any hard feelings for Cynthia. I don't have any hard feelings towards Cynthia. I honestly don't. I don't hold any hate in my heart. I don't have any bitterness towards her. None of that. I actually feel sorry for her. The fact that she has to do all this to stay on the show, because I don't have to do all that. So I feel bad for her. I also feel bad that you would do that to somebody that's like a sister to you, because one thing is she sat here, I almost was like, can we take a lie detector test? I was like going crazy. Like, can we take a lie detector test? Because I just want people to know that I'm not lying. And
so what is this about you? What is this about you calling like headquarters? What you said on, was it the talk? When you said you wanted that final scene?
Yeah, I did. I called the production office, the executives up in New York. I called them and I said to them, listen, I need to do a scene with Cynthia. I said, Cynthia set me up. And they said to me, like, Nene, that was it. The season's wrapping. That was our final. I said, no, you can't do that. Like, I got to talk to Cynthia. And a lot of people were asking me, why was Tanya there? Well, at the time, Tanya and I didn't have any issue. And I thought Tanya really understood where I was coming from. It's so funny how she didn't stand up for me at the reunion. When I told her what happened, she understood, and she was like, Nene, I will be there with you to talk to Cynthia. And that's how she got there with me. I said to the producers, please, you got to let me do this. They didn't know that they were going to get that little bit with Cynthia and Kandi talking on the mic. They didn't know that. Mm-hmm. They just knew that we were going to sit down and do a scene. That was just like something that fell into their laps. Okay. But they ended up saying, okay, Nene, we'll do it. We'll see what we can get from this, but the show already wrapped. I don't know how we're going to place this scene in there. When we showed up, we did the scene, and they said they got something. And I said, well, how you guys going to do it? They didn't tell me what they had. They were just like, we got something, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure out how we're going to play the finale. And they played it like how you guys saw. I really, really, really want to take a lot to take the test. Like, I was like, can I just sit on the TV and just do this? Well, I just wanted people to see and know that I was telling the truth. Because these people who watch me, they probably think she's just lying. And she over here telling the truth, but I can promise you my grandchildren, honey, that they are lying over there. They lie, and they are getting away with it, too. Because I see the comments. People be like, oh, Cynthia's so nice. Girl, let me tell you something. My aunt always told me the quiet ones are the ones to watch. Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, you can think classy all you want to.
Well, I have my own experience with Miss Cynthia Bailey, and I think she's she's a cool person, but I do know she has like a shady side.
She has a side.
She has a shady side.
For those, she does. Mm-hmm. And she does. For those watching on TV, honey, they say she's so supportive. Okay, girl. Okay, girl.
Hold on, I'm gonna take like 2 or 3 more calls. Caller 7850.
Hey, Michelle and Nene. I can't hear you guys, but I just wanted to say, Nene, keep your head up. And the viewers who are intelligent, we do see it the way that you see it. So don't let them get to you. And I can't wait to see what you have to offer for season 12.
All right. Thank you so much, Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
See, I guess the way the calls are set up, because I'm on a conference call app and then I have you on a separate line, they can't hear you, but I can hear them. So I'm just going to let them ask the question, and then I'm going to put them on mute, and then you can answer.
But then they would never hear me?
Yeah, they'll hear you, but they'll hear you on the video as opposed to hearing you on the phone.
Right. So
okay.
Let's do that.
Okay, 1789. What is your question for Miss Leaks? Hello. Okay, moving on to the next. 0785. Put your phone, turn your computer down. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi. I have Nene on the line. What's your question?
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Turn your computer down. Listen to me on the phone.
Hi. My question is, well, it's obvious that Eva did not have an excuse to be upset with Nene. Let me turn it down. Hold on just a second. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
It's obvious Eva didn't have an excuse to be upset with Nene.
Uh-huh.
It's obvious that all of these girls on that side seemed like they all just was like a little game that they had formed, to be grown women and not have minds of their own.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like every time they get caught up in something, their excuse be, well, Nene want us to be her lapdog. No, it's not about being a lapdog. It's about being loyal and about being real.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm trying to understand is, why is Tanya still going up to Nene about what she said about her fiance instead of taking the anger out on him? Isn't he the one that's been engaged to her for, I know y'all said 7 years, I'm just going to say 17 years, and hadn't married her? Why is Eva taking all this fake anger out on Nene when your bridesmaids have basically put everything out on you? And as far as she talking about Nene coming out and still being mic'd and all that with that fake excuse for being upset. Okay, but just be glad she didn't have no cameras because from what I heard, her husband was driving like a 1993
Lord.
Ford, Mustang.
Okay.
So, I mean,
let Nene answer the question.
That you had something that you didn't have, and when your cover was blown, you didn't take it out on the right people. You taking it out on her, and she don't have anything to do with it.
Okay.
So that's what I just want to know. Why have these people not directed their anger toward the right people?
Okay, Nene, you got it. Got the question?
Why? No, tell me.
She said, "Why are all these people not directing their anger towards the appropriate people?" As far as Tanya, okay, go ahead.
I think we talked about it earlier. Is because one thing the viewers don't know is all the executives have flown down from the production company. The executives have flown down from Bravo. They have the PR companies are sitting in there. And for all the girls who did not step up all season, this is the time to secure the bag. And basically, they, like little puppies, the producers can probably get them to go out there and do anything at that time. Like, you need to step up. You need, when they talking to you, you need to step up. You need to have an opinion. You need to speak up. You need So they think, oh, shoot, like, this is it. I mean, after this is the last shoot of the year for us. So, I mean, for that season.
Right.
So those girls, they feel like if they have stepped up, they want to, sort of like how, when you, back in the day when your mama would have come to you and don't you show out now. It's almost like they show out, girl, because producers and executives are all down on the ground. So they be showing out. They're trying to secure their bag. So.
Trying to secure the bag.
I guess they do what they do, whatever they got to do.
Okay. 7345. Hello, you're on the line with Ms. Leaks.
Michelle?
Yes. Hey.
Hey, Michelle. Hi, chat. Hi, everybody. I've been hanging out with y'all, up drinking, Lord knows. I'm HTHTV3 in the chat.
Yes.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Nene. Well, you said Nene can't hear us till we get off the line.
She can hear you now. I just figured out how to mute
Nene.
it. Nene.
Huh?
We're all on the line now. I figured out how to unmute it.
Okay. All right, baby. Listen to me. And hi, Michelle Leo. I'm an astrologer. My cousin Wanda, she's an astrologer. Y'all need natal charts interpreted. That's what y'all need, okay? Wanda Wisdom on YouTube. Don't forget the age. Now listen to me. Nene, let me ask you this, and I'm not asking you to undermine your intellect. I'm being sincere. Had Cynthia, let's just throw out the whole, not philosophy, let's throw out the whole thing that Cynthia says she didn't know Kenya was coming. Let's just throw that to the wind. Let's say she did know that Kenya would be in attendance at the Peach Bellini party. Would you have still shown up? Be honest, Nene. Now, Michelle, what do I do? I got to cut my phone off to get the answer?
No. She's on the line. Nene, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you, Nene.
On everything.
Hey, girl.
Hey, on everything, I would have shown up. On everything. It's no... And I'm going to tell you something else, just to go a step further, and I know you guys don't know that. It's mandatory that we show up at the finale. How you think everybody got there? It's mandatory. We must show. So I was kind of regardless. Everybody has to be.
Because I'm thinking that she didn't tell you, like, hypothetically speaking, I'm like, well, maybe she didn't tell you because she didn't think you would come. Well, you would have still shown had you known.
She knew that. Look, like, how do we all make it to the party? When you see the whole cast there, it's a mandatory finale. It's not like we just heard about it. They told us this is the finale or this is a mandatory shoot and everyone must show. That's how the husbands and the girls all get in one room at the same time because it's mandatory that we're there. So she knew I was coming because it was mandatory for us to be there.
Well,
so it's the element of surprise. They wanted to shock that. Wow. Because, I don't profess to know everyone, and we are dedicated watchers. I've been on since season 2. My auntie was on since season 1, and she kept saying, you got to watch it. So we've been watching y'all for years, and we're, like, emotionally tied to it. I love studying human, I'm a paralegal astrologer. I love studying human behavior. That's neither here nor there. So we're tied to all y'all, so we all care about all y'all. But we have our favorites. It's human nature to have favorites, but... Right. I really thought you wouldn't come. And I figured she thought you wouldn't come. But if she knew you had to be there, this is interesting.
We have to be there. You see, every girl's man was there, and every girl was there. Everybody that ever participated in the show for season 11 all stood in that room. And that's how we bow out for the season.
So you just wanted to have notice. Interesting.
I didn't want to have nothing.
They wanted the surprise. You wanted the notice so you wouldn't be shocked. I
wanted Cynthia
because you know them personally. We don't know them personally.
Well, what
you guys know each other personally.
What do for me what she asked me to do for Eva. She asked me to go to Eva and tell Eva that Yvonne was going to be at my house. So why would she do the same thing for me? Because if we were friends, all she had to do was just say, Nene, look, I done invited her. I want to prepare you. So if she had prepared me, I would have been over there like, okay, so I already know she's going to come, so I know what I'm going to do. No. I mean, she wanted the shock value of it all. They wanted to, she did it. That's all I can tell you. She did it, and we had to be there. She knew I was going to be there because everybody had to be there. Everybody had to be there. Gregg struggled out the house and put on his big jacket and made it there. I mean, we all had to be there, every husband and every girl. And that's every season that you watch this show. When the finale is in, the whole cast must be in the same room together in order for the show to end.
Well, thank you so much for
I have a new perspective. Thank you, Michelle.
All right,
thank you, Nene. All right, peace, girl.
Peace. Bye-bye. We okay to take another one? It's up to you. I know it's late.
Is it late? What time is it? I want a Sprite. Y'all got any Sprite over there?
I want some chicken wings. Caller 8271. Meet me at the Waffle House, Nene. 8271. Hello, 8271. You on the line? They scared. Hold on.
Hello?
Oh, no, she ain't. There she go. Hey, you on the line?
Hello?
You on the line?
Oh my gosh, can't believe it. Hi, I'm Brianna. I'm calling from Louisiana.
Hey, Brianna.
And I just wanted to say, my dad actually had cancer and he died when I was 6. So I do understand that it is a lot of stress. My dad had to deal with telling me at a very young age all the stuff that he was going through and how it affected him. So I definitely get what he's dealing with. But I will just say, I just want to know, you said it was so much that they said that Cynthia hasn't, they showed so much that Cynthia did that we haven't seen. Now, I'm a Kandi fan, but she and Porsha were wrong for going to your closet. I'm a Kandi fan, but she was wrong for, not letting you know, or Cynthia not letting you know that Kenya was going to be there. I don't know how malicious it may have been. I just think it may have been underestimated. Kenya pregnant. She about to pop. So clearly we don't need no drama going down on your behalf or hers. But I just think she underestimated how it makes you feel. But I just want to know, clearly you're hurt at the reunion. Why didn't we get, one, how hurt you were? And two, the other thing is I was wondering what else has Cynthia done that, you said that you had to beg for production to show.
Ready, Nene?
Yes, I didn't have to beg for production to show anything. I think she misunderstood. I had to beg production to let me do a scene confronting Cynthia about what happened at the Peach Bellini night. Because once we're all in the same room for the finale, that's it. That is a wrap for the season. Instead, I wanted to sit down with her and I wanted to talk to her. And I wanted to do it on camera. Why did you do what you did? Why did you and Kandi do that? And that's what I had to go to them and ask them to shoot. And they did shoot it the next day. She asked me, I think, what other things that Cynthia has done. Well, she's human, isn't she? So you should know that she ain't done everything right. That's for sure. And we have had our differences in the past. And when we had our differences in the past, remember, I said to you, Cynthia blindsided me. I don't know how far y'all go back in y'all memory. But I said, Cynthia blindsided me. We were in Vegas. We talked about this. We settled our differences. We were good. We went on a double date with our husbands at an Italian restaurant, and they filmed it. And we left all good. I showed up at the reunion, and there she was firing a gun at me. And I said the whole time she's blindsided me. I thought we were good. And everybody looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, listen, she's blindsided me. Me and her just talked about this, and we were good.
Okay.
We were just in Vegas together. So
what about the flyers? Can we talk about the pink Instagram posts? Everybody.
What about them?
Everybody keeps saying that you were being shady and that they were about Cynthia, and she said
No, that wasn't. They weren't talking about the pink post, baby. You got it wrong. They were talking about a tweet.
Okay.
They showed a tweet that I had tweeted, and they asked me, was it about Cynthia? Listen, it shows look like it's about it, don't it? It says a friend setting me up. And I know they setting me up. Okay?
I was just waiting on you to say it. Like, wait. So what? You don't think it looked like it's about her?
Oh, it definitely looks like it's about her. Listen, I've been knowing it was going on for a while, but I'm one of those people that I'm vocal, and I'm definitely an alpha female. So us alpha female, we get in trouble a lot. You know what I'm saying? But what I can tell you about the few alpha females that I know, and I'm one myself, everything I'm doing it. You don't see it. I'm not no sneaky person. I don't try to hide nothing.
You ain't going to hide your hands, huh? You ain't going to hide your hands.
My husband actually tell me he wish I would hide something. He said, I wish you just shut up sometimes. I'd be like, honey, I'm just over here talking and saying all kinds of stuff.
Right.
And then people who are quiet, they probably be doing the most now. Everything I'm going to do, you see it. I'm just not that person. Like, I'm just, girl, please, I'm so regular. I'm real with it. I'm sorry. And I really, and another thing about me, too, when I'm feeling a certain kind of way, I can't change my face.
Mm-hmm.
I want to change my face so bad. I actually thought I had changed it a couple times, but I don't guess that worked.
Change your face?
Like, change my look on my face.
Oh, okay. The jokes go right themselves. They're going to start talking about your nose and all that stuff, child. That's why I'm like, change your face.
I don't care. My feelings or how I'm feeling on my face, I can't change it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually practice. Like, I'm feeling some kind of way, I be looking like I look like it. And, some people are good at that kind of stuff. I ain't good at it, child.
Right. Well,
I ain't no good.
How long you going to stay up? There's so many people on this line. I don't know if you want to take
I stay up a long time. I be up at night. I'm a night owl.
Okay.
And I got stuff to do in the morning. But, I ain't trying to take all your calls. You got to check for me.
No, you got to check for me? Like, I'm just saying. Everybody keeps saying I'm on your payroll. Shit, I'm still waiting to get paid. Where's my check? Where's my check? You owe me for like 22 weeks of payments, Nene Leaks. They all in the damn comment section right now. It's certain Michelle is on her payroll. I need my check.
Michelle on my payroll. Y'all crazy.
Write it to Michelle Brown. You rich.
They said you on my payroll, Michelle.
Yes, they said I'm on your payroll.
If I'm on your payroll, then you can go and show them, Michelle, how many interviews have I ever done with you?
Well, you did one when Simone was calling, but that wasn't even an interview, child.
No, I was on the interview with you so long ago, so many years ago. So if Michelle was on my payroll, honey, we should have would have interviewed a whole lot sooner.
Never.
I'm not into like interviewing either. I don't do a lot of radio stuff. I do have, for all you guys who are listening, my own YouTube show that I get on. I will be on tomorrow.
They said you need some help with it. I said I was gonna help you.
I do need some help.
I know. Where my check?
I'm new. I'm new with it, and I don't really know how to work it.
I said I was gonna help you. Everybody be like, Michelle, help her.
You know what? I got a camera, and I need to learn how to work. It's a shame I'm not working. I'm not techie.
I got you. I got you. Just pick a day. I'll help you set up, and I even help you set up the calls. Because right now, while we on, remember when I told you about that conference app and how it'll beep and all the people be on at the same time? I just figured out how to like stop it from beeping and how to like mute everybody automatically.
Right. So I heard it beeping earlier with you.
Yeah, and I just figured out how to turn that off. So now that they're on the line, so
yeah. So I'm gonna be on tomorrow night.
Okay.
In my closet, and then maybe before that, maybe I can call you. You can tell me how to work it, because I don't really know how to work the thing. I ain't techie child, but
Okay.
I get on there and just talk, and then turn around and made a mistake and deleted the video and everything.
Right. I was like, where'd the video go? I was about to go back. Like, girl,
I just put up and deleted the thing. I'm over here pressing buttons, and oh my God, I messed up.
You don't need to do that.
But we can take a couple more, then let's be done.
Okay. Let me pick one. 1079, you on the line.
Michelle, can you hear me?
Yes. Who am I speaking with?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
It's Kenneth. I message you sometimes on the chat. Just try to be funny here and there.
Hey, Kenneth.
You know, I'm calling from Southern California. I'm actually a little nervous, even though I watch your videos all the time and everything. You know what? I want to say, Nene, I know how it is. You know, with Gregg with the cancer. I actually, unfortunately, lost my grandma when I was young, and I lost my aunt actually just within 2 years. I kind of don't really have a question. I just wanted to call and just say, you know, Nene, you know, keep working. Keeping strong, being there for Gregg. We know we only see bits and parts of your guys' lives. So, you know, he might be mean sometimes, but we know that you guys care about one another. Nene, I'm a big fan, been there since day one, since you read Kim for the first time when we all saw everything, and just want to send positive vibes to you and everything, and just wish you the best.
Thank you so much. That's very kind. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. And then real quick, Nene, can I get you to say a shout out to my boyfriend, Sergio? I want to videotape this so I can show him tomorrow in the morning, and so he could be like, oh my God, I got Nene on camera. I got Nene to say shout out to me.
Hey, Sergio, it's your girl, Nene. Love you. Mwah.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Michelle.
Kenny.
I'll keep watching a little more, and fighting the fight and blogging the blog and spilling the tea, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, Nene, you got all the fans up late tonight. I don't know what's going on. You know, I normally be asleep by now.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to bed.
7290, turn your computer down. Hello.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Michelle.
Hey.
Hi. I have a question for Nene. Nene, I just wanted to say I love you on the show, but I would like to know your feel. I have two questions. I want to know why the night on Watch What Happens Live, Andy tried to throw, I don't know if it was shade, if you girls will call it shade, but why did he try to say you blocked him on Twitter when I don't think you guys were ever even following one another? And also,
he said that tonight?
No, this was weeks back on the show.
Well, he corrected it.
Yeah, and also, I saw that he corrected it, and also, I just wanted to ask you, how do you feel sometimes? I feel like sometimes he gets involved too much as a male and doesn't know where to stop when getting involved with females.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. Now, I honestly don't. Now, I don't want to cross that line. What I can say is he did say what you said on Watch What Happened Live. He did say that Nene unfollowed me on Instagram. And he later went back and posted that. But for me, it felt like the damage was already done because I was already getting heat from people like, 2 and 3 places. People were like, oh, you're so disrespectful. You unfollowed Andy. I mean, he's your boss. He did this, he did that, he did this, he made you. They were saying all that kind of stuff. And I would say,
that's what I was going to say, yeah.
And I said to Andy, you know that I wasn't following you. We don't follow each other on Instagram. And so he came out and he said, I'm sorry. Nene was not following me on Instagram. We follow each other on Twitter. And so, but, by that time, they had done let me take the heat for a couple of days. By the time he said it was about watered down.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I just wanted to ask you that, and I just wanted to wish you well and wish Gregg the best of health, and hope to see you on season 12.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, caller.
All right, thank you, girl. Bye.
Bye. Oh, you got nice
callers.
Yeah,
Michelle.
You had
well,
nice
yeah,
callers.
if you remember back when they were talking about when they said I unfollowed out half of the cast, and I did.
Yes.
And then on Andy's show, he said something like his control room was telling him that I had unfollowed him as well. Once he put that out there, it was out there, and it was sort of like,
Yeah, now
I'm
it's
not exactly sure how I felt about that, but I posted actually on Twitter that Andy and I were not following each other on Instagram. We followed each other on Twitter, and then he said, yes, Nene is correct. But,
Once it's on footage, it's
once
immortalized
it's out
on
there,
film.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Once it's out there, it's kind of like, it's kind of like out there. And then, it's hard to, like, get people to, like, understand. You go back and say, that's not what happened. They're like, oh, my God, yes, you did. You unfollowed him. Like, I did not.
Right.
But, I'll take the heat for a lot of stuff, I do want to say that having friends, when your friend is really going through something, it wasn't like I was going through something that was light. We were really going through some real life-changing things over here. You guys only know Gregg, but we had a lot of other things going on, and I'm just saying that everybody think what they want. I don't think it was cool for her to do that to me.
Yeah.
I don't think it was cool for them to be up here in my closet, but I was going through a lot of things, so I'm not making an excuse for it, but yeah, I was going through things. It doesn't mean I had to act no fool, but I don't know. It's a lot.
I don't think you had no explaining to do, because I think as far as, somebody violating your personal space, somebody going in your closet, you telling them no, like, just let it, let it go. It is what it is. I think the majority of people would agree. Like, if I say don't go in my closet, I know my closet is not together. Don't go in my damn closet. Then one person go, then another person go, then another person go. It's like...
Yeah, and then I saw what people were saying, stuff like, well, you left your guests downstairs. I'm like, you guys are tripping. We're on a TV show. They know why they were downstairs. They are shooting. Mm-hmm. They were supposed to stay downstairs. They came upstairs. They weren't invited upstairs. They weren't supposed to come upstairs. They did come upstairs. And that's, I don't know how much they could see because I can't even remember that. Kandi was the first one to make the move. Mm-hmm. She went to my master bathroom. Then she went to Gregg's closet, opened up Gregg's door, and then she went and found my closet and opened up my door. Now, that's too much. Now, if somebody came over your house just opening up your drawers and your closet doors, you're like, are you serious? Like, what do you say to somebody that's doing that? You're like, girl, sit down.
Get out my closet. And look, I might be cursing or something. I don't know. So what about the whole thing with the shirt? The cameraman.
Yeah, that was the camera guy. I pulled his shirt. He's a big guy, and I know him. He knows me, and his shirt was just easy to tell. I had no idea his shirt was really just ripped.
You're like Incredible Hulk. You done ripped the man clothes off.
No, but he's a big guy. Uh-huh. He's holding a big piece of equipment, and so he's moving forward, and I'm pulling his shirt, pulling him backwards, and he's still moving forward, and the little shirt just ripped. But, I didn't injure him. I didn't touch him. I did rip the shirt, but I didn't intend for it to rip.
Okay.
I know that looked crazy.
Yeah. Well, you want me to take another call?
Oh, now look at him, Michelle, now. She's going to be able to bring us right over here.
I'm just kidding. I want some pancakes.
We live so far from each other.
I know, right?
Okay, so let's just do one more and that's it. Seems like it's a lot of guys. We don't have many girls.
You need to move back inside the perimeter.
Girl, it's too expensive inside the perimeter.
I don't know about that. It's too expensive out there where you live. Hold on. That's where rich people live. I can't come out there. Caller 3343, you on the line.
Michelle?
Yes.
It's Andrea.
Hey, Andrea.
Hey, Nene.
Hey, girl.
How you doing, Nene? You keep on doing it. I love you, Nene. I've been watching since season 1, and I understand about somebody being in your closet. And now that I heard that Kandi was going in Gregg's closet, you should have been mad than going in your closet.
They were doing the most. They went in my master bathroom and everything. And we talked about this. Kandi did. I will give her this. Like a couple of days after that, she did call me and was, said she was sorry. And I was told that she called me because Cynthia had told her, Nene is going through a lot of things, Kandi, and you really need to call her up and apologize. And so she did. But it's funny how Cynthia was doing all that kind of stuff, but she don't take her own advice.
Thank you. Thank you. Nene, I'm subscribed to your channel, and I'm so glad because I've been telling Michelle for the last couple of weeks, They are your coworkers, girl. Keep them as coworkers.
Yeah,
they ain't your real friends. Coworkers.
Co-workers, honey. We work on the same show, child.
Thank you. And God bless you and Gregg. And I
wish Gregg would come get on the phone.
Yes, get Gregg on the phone. I don't want to talk to you no more.
Oh, he was. Girl, if I got Gregg on this phone, Gregg will be like, "Oh my God, you have me on a station or something." I mean,
Thank you, Andrea. Look, let's work this out. Let's work this out.
I wish y'all well. And I can't wait to see you for next season, okay? And God bless you. And you keep on with your swag boutiques and stuff. And you keep on with your YouTube channel because I'm subscribed to you, okay? Well, I love you, Nene.
I love you. If anybody in the Washington D.C., Virginia, Baltimore, Maryland area, May 18th, I have a grand opening in my boutique inside the MGM Casino. The brand new MGM Casino.
You'll get all the ballers with their women's down there.
Yeah.
Swag.
Yeah, all the ballers who are in there gambling, please come by. First black girl to have a boutique inside of the MGM Casino.
Yes. You better work it. Where Gregg at? He sleep. Is Gregg sleep?
Gregg ain't sleep, child. No, he's a night owl too.
Oh.
Somewhere roaming around here.
You ain't gonna put
he
Gregg
just texts my phone. They're ashamed to be in the same house texting each other. Text my phone.
They were like, Gregg don't even live there, child. They don't.
Gregg's downstairs somewhere. He sent me a text. And he knew I was on his phone. He sent a text. He was like, man, get off that thing.
Right. It's too late.
Yeah, they said. He'd be like, get off there. You don't need to be on there talking. And he said everything.
You gonna go get him? What you gonna do?
No, what we doing? Okay, we're saying good night, these people. You done good tonight. Like, how long have you been on?
I don't know. Thing? Too long. Hold on. Let me look at the time. I've been on.
Oh, this must be.
Oh, I've been on too long. It's time to hang up. You right. It is
what
time.
Is that?
I ain't telling you because I feel stupid because I talk about people who be online this long.
So you know what you're doing? You probably doing like you doing like some people I see. You probably be on there like these. You at home by yourself. This is your little company.
I guess. No, normally I'll be blogging about this time. I think I'm going to go over to the Patreon. That's what I need to do. I don't know.
What is that?
The Patreon is the little paid thing where the people are already there paid and we be like in private and me having all kind of random ass conversation.
Like you too? You be talking to them like this?
Yeah, just like this.
Wow. Now you know about all these different things.
I got to show you the Patreon. I hook you up, girl.
I'm not checking you.
I have you all the streams of
income. That's a lot. Why do
you
need to have all those different things?
Because I need all the streams of income. I only have 4. I need about 3 more. I'm like, I need to be like you. I don't have enough money to open boutiques and stuff yet. I'm still getting
Oh, girl. Oh, please. So listen, you can't make it all come into one. So is it like Facebook or Instagram and Twitter? Like they all different platforms?
All the platforms that you just named don't pay. Facebook.
I know, but the thing that you're doing, YouTube, and then that other thing you just said, they're all platforms. They're paying platforms. Mm-hmm. Right?
Well, yeah. Well, Patreon is just the platform that that you can embed the YouTube in. And the people on Patreon are patrons of you. They basically support you and you give them additional content in addition to your YouTube. So that's what my Patreon is. I give them additional content. YouTube is YouTube. Just like we're on here now talking to people and they're chiming in. They don't have to pay to watch YouTube, but ads run on the YouTube. Ads don't run on the Patreon because they've already paid. See what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, this is crazy. I have a couple of things on my camera that's filming. I don't know how to drop them.
I'll show you.
I need to drop them so that I can send them so they can be edited and go up. Because I do like that way, but I also like live. The camera is very beautiful, so it looks great. When they can edit it and make it to a great little, clip. But
I like live simply because I like, and I kind of like live almost better than the blog. Even though the blog is my main income, I like live because I get to actually talk to the people. You know what I mean? Like, instead of like sitting behind the computer all the time, typing it out. I've been doing this a long time. I'd rather like be engaged with the people real time. So now I can sit here and talk to y'all, tell y'all what I thought about the reunion, and then hear their input, and then take calls and hear their input instead of, them in the comment section and get paid for it. So.
I see. Well, you better go and get paid, honey. Okay.
Cut my
I'm
check.
good for that.
Cut my check. I'm on your payroll.
My youngest son on one of them. He be talking all the time. I need to get on with him.
Brent always on my stuff, child.
I mean, Brent is, oh my God. He's such a, I always say a teen. I forgot he turned 20. Oh. He turned 20 because I was like, Brent is such a teen. He's like, Mom, I just turned 20. I'm like, oh my God.
I feel so old.
So he's such a young adult. Yeah. He just turned 20.
He used to be so little, now he's so big.
He used to be a little baby. He done grew up quick. So Brent is 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he could do something like that. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's been fun.
It's been great. I'm sorry to all the callers.
So I think something happened. I drank Gregg likes to get these Cokes and Sprite that's with that little bitty can, the little teeny weeny Coke, little small Sprite. So earlier today I had a Coke. Oh, I hate that he went to the store and bought those things. And then I got a Sprite. I think that's what got me woke.
Okay.
I think that's why I'm still up, because of the caffeine, huh?
Yep, probably. Well, I'm gonna be up too. Look, I'm gonna call you when I hang up because I need some behind the scenes stuff.
You need to know what?
Some behind the scenes stuff. I need to know.
Behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, behind the scenes stuff. I need to know stuff that I need to know some stuff. Damn.
I blocked you a long time ago, honey.
Lies, fairy tales, and fallacies. Don't nobody block me. Everybody be lurking on my thing. I am not blocked from nobody. Trust. Everybody is lurking. You might have blocked me from your main account, but I bet you I'm on your fake one. Shoot.
Oh my God. Okay, bye, girl. You have a good night. Thank you, everybody who called in.
Good night, you guys.
I really would have wanted to talk to somebody that didn't see.
I know. That's why I said I would pick another. I got like 10
but
people.
You ain't never picked nobody that didn't see eye to eye.
Well, let me pick one more. Let me pick one more.
How do you pick them? How do you know?
Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 10 people on the line. Okay, I got a 310 area code, a 774 area code, a 318 area code, a 346 area code, a 202 area code.
What is that got to do with anything?
I'm just saying, give me one. Pick one.
Okay, you said a 6 something area code, didn't you?
I got 310 774 318 346 202
318.
318. Okay. You hit the lottery. 318. You on the line?
I'm back.
Who is?
Oh Lord, I do love you, Nene. Okay, she was on here.
So, wait, please, can I do it? I do have other thoughts.
Okay.
No, but you're too agreeable. We need to find a mean person.
No.
Not a mean person. That mean person ain't gonna work.
Porsha even blocked me, so I can tell you. But okay, for real. So I do love you, but I just wonder why. I feel like for viewers, the reason why they give you such a hard time is because you're hurting, but you're not showing. And I think another thing I didn't appreciate, Nene, I'm like Porsha. I'm a Kandi fan. I told you that.
Yes,
but, coming for the pregnant women and making a certain comments, like, that wasn't, I felt like
calling her a blimp and calling Kenya a buffalo.
And it gives them more arguments for their fans and their supporters to be like, oh, Nene's so horrible. I feel like you have merit with a lot of your arguments. Don't get me wrong. You do. And I get the core of the argument. I think it's just the approach and how you go about things sometimes that turns people off. Because clearly you're dealing with stuff, and clearly some stuff is not right for people to do. It just isn't. But your approach and your attitude, that is the biggest thing. Your attitude, I felt like for Real Housewives of Atlanta to be your baby, and I know you felt the way and you felt they were coming at you. Some stuff, you hurt saying your feelings, you hurt Eva feelings. It wasn't that deep, but at the end of the day, those girls' feelings were hurt. And you were just dismissive. And so not only did nothing really get addressed, too, it was like, okay, you dismissed them. And on top of that, it made it, I ain't gonna lie, it was a little boring.
Right.
I mean,
Not that was boring tonight. I thought
okay, give her a chance to answer. Caller, let her answer.
Okay. I agree with her when she says that, I don't show my emotions. Yeah. I didn't want to show my emotions. I cried all season. And I really didn't want to cry at the reunion. And I was shocked by some of the stuff, but I just, she's right. I don't show my emotions like that. I don't know what to do about that, but I don't show them like that. I'm kind of like the person that rather come home and cry in my room by myself or cry in my car when I'm driving my car.
Do you think that's a new you? Because, I mean, you used to be the girl that everybody couldn't wait to see pop off.
I've always, I'm human, so I've always, if I need to cry, I've cried. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, I know she's right. I can understand that. Then when she said that I said something, like Kenya is a buffalo, like, shoot. By that time, girl, I was just saying anything. I'm just mad. I'm just saying anything, and I'm just like, listen, buffalo, listen, blimp, just anything. But, don't make it right. But for real, I was just saying some stuff.
Okay. Thank you, caller.
Thank you.
How she get back in there? We got an anonymous call. That should be fun.
No.
That should be fun.
Anonymous. I don't like that.
Listen, they didn't block their number. So, they trying to be shady, whoever this is. Hello? Anonymous.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Nene, you're not going to find anybody who's going to go against you, especially on live. You know that.
Because you're the shit.
She is a bomb. You know that. You crush anybody, so I'm not going to be...
No, I can't do that. I can't do that on this thing. I can't, get to argue with nobody, whatever you want to say, for real, you can be very open and honest. I can't do nothing.
Honestly, Nene, anybody who has a heart, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a lot of respect for you.
Thank you.
Even taping this season after what you've had to go through with your husband. I think it's amazing that you even did that. I mean, it's just amazing. And I feel really bad for you, for the girls coming at you like that, knowing what you've been through. And you mentioned that you've gone through some things that we don't know about, that they do.
Right.
And for them to all do that on camera is disgusting. It's disgusting. And that's why we've been watching, me and my husband have been watching reality TV for 10 years. It breaks everybody up.
Yeah.
We never see anybody stay together, and I feel so bad that they're all coming for you. And I could see how you're trying to keep it together in those episodes, and man, it's vicious. But I will say one thing. It was very, you said, it's a necessity that everybody go to the last taping. I didn't know that until you said that. And that, that is like a no-brainer. Like, if you have to go there, then your friend Cynthia knew you were coming regardless.
Yeah.
So she should have given you the heads up regardless.
Well,
but
how you know I'm telling you the truth is, if you look back over the season, that every finale, everybody is standing in the room. We've never had a finale where no one wasn't there. Everybody who shot that season is standing there. The Halloween party, everybody's there. The friends of the show, the cast, the people who are holding a peach. Last year, Kim, Sheree, everybody. Everybody that shot in that season, we all have to be at our finale. That it's mandatory.
Well,
yeah, but it's just that's what I'm saying. If she knew that you were going to be there regardless, she should have given you the heads up as a friend. But you know what?
Yeah.
What maybe somebody told her not to tell you.
She told herself nothing. They were plotting. They were plotting. They thought they were going to get more than what they got, but they were plotting. The part that got me most, though, when I watched it, I don't know what the real deal was in the end, but the part that got me is when me and Gregg and Kandi was standing at the door, and Kandi said, "Why don't y'all get together and talk? Because I love you and I love her." And then told Gregg, I said, "Kandi, she's real nice, isn't she?" Then she turned right around and got me.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't stand that.
I don't know. I just think it's disgusting. I think it's really disgusting that they all treat you like this. For knowing you that long and knowing what you're going through now is disgusting. And I think that everybody should have really, come together. Come together and not be so.
Or at least tried to rally.
So.
I know I got a lot of comments from people saying, Porsha really was there for you. She got everybody to come to Miami. I'm like, girl, it didn't even go down like that. Yeah, they all came to Miami.
Because they had to work.
They had to go to work, honey. And the work was in Miami, child. So,
yeah, it's just, you know, like you said, anything for a check, even at the expense of someone who's going through, you know.
But, you know, we know with Jordan, you know, reality TV is dirty. You know, it's not like, you know, you got to be strong.
It's dirty, but Jesus, have a little humility.
I know.
You know
I
what
know.
I'm saying?
I know it.
Well, thank you so much, caller, for your input. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you. All
Thank
right.
you, baby.
You're welcome. And God bless you and your family. Thank you.
Nene, you got too many fans. Where are all the trolls at that's been in the chat saying, you know, Nene's ass and all of this stuff they've been saying?
Lord.
Why they won't call?
Yeah, don't put them on. I'm scared of them, girl.
You got too many fans. Look.
No, I don't want to talk to nobody else. It's late at night. Let me tell you, again, I appreciate everybody.
Thank you.
I am really trying. You never stop learning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no matter how old you get, you never stop learning. And I try to learn from every mistake. And I go into every season saying, I'm not going to let somebody get me mad. And we shoot for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
I remember when you were going through the situation with Marlo, and you was like, I'm not speaking about her. And you ignored the hell out of her at the dang, you know, at the belly thing or whatever. Yeah, and I'm just like, that was just cracking me up. So I know. So because you and Marlo eventually made up, you don't think you and Cynthia might eventually make up?
No, I'm sure we will make up, but we will never be close again.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how you can make up, but like my aunt. I'll use mine because my aunt raised me. So my aunt said, honey, you got to treat them out of long handle spoons, so we can be back cool. But I just, honey, feed you out this long handle spoon over here. Hey, girl, bye. We don't talk like that no more. We don't really hang out like that. We just see each other when we at work.
Right.
And that's fine too. That's fine. We will never be back like that now. Especially when I saw her doing an interview saying that Nene was a toxic friend. Now she said that, and that came out of her mouth, and I saw it with my own eyes.
Damn.
And she also went on to be like, Nene is a toxic friend. It's like unhealthy to be in a relationship with her. And I'm like, really, girl? Now, what does that say about you then? If I'm just so toxic, why would you friends with me for 9 years? You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody divorcing their husband and be like, he was the worst man ever. Well, he might have been, but why was you with him for so long?
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
all this time we've been together, I wasn't toxic.
I was laughing at when somebody said something about lapdog, and the producer put the camera on Cynthia. Yeah. I'm like,
they all tell me that. Even Marlo recently told me that. She was like, well, if I really take up for you like that, they'll be saying I'm your lapdog. I said, look, Marlo, that's how this goes. If you just be on the side of right, okay? If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But you just be on the side of right, and you don't care what they call lapdog. You be like, this is my friend.
Right.
I mean, you just be loyal.
You right. Well,
yeah, you just be a loyal friend.
Well,
why I can't have a loyal friend? Well, them get to be able to support each other and all team up together. Why I got to be by myself?
Yeah. Because you're the strong one. Strong black women have to be strong black women. We can't be
I don't
weak.
like that.
We can't cry. We're not allowed to cry. Once you have proven that you are strong, honey, you're supposed to have the world on your shoulders and not look back. Trust me, I know. Because I can't never be weak.
I can't either. I can't never be weak. I actually sitting in my car and cry, and then come in the house after I finish crying. I always say that I am a well full of water. And I give out all my water. And then when my well runs dry, it ain't nobody to give me no water.
You better tell
Ain't nobody come and support me.
You better
I just be over here giving out water, and everybody just be like, Nene fine, forget her, she all right. Call the other person, Nene all right, child. Nene gonna be fine. I'm just like, well, girl, dang, I might need a shoulder to lean on too.
Look, that's why even though I know you got so many friends and stuff, I have to check on you. I have to text every now and then and see if everybody okay. You know what I'm saying? People be like, I'm not the closest to a lot of people, but I just be seeing what be going on in the media and stuff, and I just have to make sure people are okay mentally, because I know a lot of this. Well,
I will say that a lot of people have reached out to me, and the people that didn't have my number personally, they DM me, and then viewers have emailed me. So I get a gang of emails all the time. And then associates and friends have all reached out and be like, Nene, I'm just checking, making sure you're okay. Because people actually thought I was about to go crazy at one point. I said, you know what, I ain't the type of person that will hurt my own self, no. And I'm good. I'm in such a much better place. And Gregg's in a great place. And Gregg and I both, we had a good time when he got finished. We had a party for Gregg here at the house.
Look, Freddie O is in the chat, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Freddie O's in the chat?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Freddie.
Hey, Freddie.
Yeah. We had a good time, though. No, we had a really good time. Gregg and I are in a good place, and Gregg is not doing his chemo. Oh, my God, I'm so glad it's over.
I love
And
Gregg.
then in 30 days, he gets to go do he goes see his pathologist for this test to see if cancer spread it or if it's anywhere else in his body.
Mm-hmm.
But Gregg looks so good. His appetite is healthy, and he had a glass of wine the other day, so he's doing good. So hopefully when he go take his test, everything is good. And then if there's no cancer, then I think he said he has to do this test every 3 months for like 5 years. Mm-hmm. And then after 5 years, if they still haven't seen any cancer, they call it remission.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so you have to reach 5 years. So, but anyway,
he got a lot of people. He got a lot of people rooting for you. Look, somebody asking, "Are you coming back next year?"
I think I said it a lot of times. I don't know. Sometimes people don't read the same stuff. The only way I don't come back is if they didn't want me back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always back.
Okay.
I'm back. As long as, if I didn't come back, I don't know what y'all gonna be watching.
When I say that, I'm on your payroll. So again, I need you to write this check to Michelle Brown. But I'm like, who they gonna fight with if Nene go away? Who they gonna fight with? What's gonna happen? Like, I don't know.
So they can't be friends, that's for sure. Well, if I go away, they got to fall out.
Yeah.
They got to fall out. That's when you're gonna really see the claws come out. I might need to step back and let them pull them claws out. But they gonna fall out.
Well, yeah.
They ain't gonna be friends. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
But no, I don't plan up on going anywhere.
Okay.
I plan up on being here as soon as they roll these cameras again.
So do you have like a dream cast that you would prefer?
I don't have a dream cast, but I wish they would bring girls on here who were, who just can stand on their own 2 feet. That like I don't really need anybody. I don't need these people in my corner. Like I just need somebody like that. But I don't have any choices. What I have done, and this is the last season, I will never do it again. For instance, when Eva came on the show, she was, saying, I've been knowing Nene for 10 years, and she's like this big sister to me, and blah, 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 blah. I just played the game with her. Mm-hmm. I'm never going to do that again.
Oh.
And then, like how Tanya came to my store, and
so playing the game, that means you have not known her for 10 years, and she was not your big sis? You would not?
No. Correct.
Oh. Okay.
And the other thing is, where Tanya is concerned, like came to my store, because there's a lot of people that come to my store, and there are lots of girls I meet at my store, and I make friends with them because they come in several times. Mm-hmm. But
Freddie said he want to see. Freddie said he want to see Tamar.
Oh, I'm not going to refer anybody to the show. So whoever you want to see, direct all your answers and questions to New York.
Ooh,
because I will never. That's it. After this season, I was like, that's it. I'm not referring anybody. I don't care. They got to get on their own.
Okay.
I'm not going to put no opinion. Like, I think they're great for the show, because I saw this flyer saying, be careful who you speak highly of, because you never know how low they speak of you.
Ooh,
so
damn, that's a good
highly of these people, saying they'll be great for the show. You're great, you're great, you're great. And then next thing I know, they speaking real low of me, so.
Wow.
I don't want to do that no more. From now on, the producer asks me if I have a referral, I will tell them, no, I do not. I don't have no referral. Because people don't come on and be loyal. I have not seen a person come on here and just be loyal. Well, they don't be loyal to me anyway.
Okay, you're right. Well, stay up. I told you I gotta call you. I need to find out.
Girl, I ain't gonna stay up.
Yes, you are. Go and drink you another Coke. Go and drink you another Coke. I call you about 30 minutes.
I would climb downstairs for a Coke. I'm already in the bed.
I need to call you offline. Bye.
Okay, how do you do that?
I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna hang up off the camera. Bye. I gotta end the show. Good night. Hanging up. Y'all, I gotta get my teacup ready. Let me stop. You said Tamar is a knockoff Nene. Freddie, what is you doing up this time of night? You need to be in the bed. Sorry to all the callers who were left on the line. You know how that go. You said, I'm on the phone, no answer. I'm sorry, Sharon Tate. It was a lot of calls on the line. You heard Nene was like, no, I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. So I am going to end this live. We have been online for a long time. This is like the longest live I think I have ever done in my entire life. But I had fun. With my co-host. We gonna get Nene together so that she can take calls on her own YouTube channel. Let y'all call over there. See how she handle y'all. See if the trolls call in then. Freddie, where you at? Freddie, bring me a waffle. Y'all know I stay up all night, right? Freddie, bring me a chicken melt on Texas toast and a waffle. Freddie, I know you out somewhere. I know you out. Go to the Waffle House. I'll meet you down there. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. You know, this was all about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 22. Is it 22? I think it's 22. Part 2 of the reunion. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz, and the recap, the written recap, will be on the site on straightfromthe8.com in the morning or afternoon, because y'all know I stay up late, and the full episode, so y'all can watch it again and 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 again. Shout out to the squad. I apologize to my patrons. This just turned into a long ass live for everybody. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. All the patrons, put your aliens up. I'm glad some of the patrons did get through on the line. I'm glad y'all did. Hey Mima, hey V, woo, Andrea, yes, Robert, you still up? You are still up? You really want me to go to Patreon? I will come tomorrow. I will come tomorrow while I'm vlogging. I will go live on Patreon tomorrow while I am vlogging. I promise I will sit on Patreon all day long while I'm in front of the computer looking for stories. How about that? My word. It might be after 12 though, but my word, I'm going to go live on Patreon. If you're not already on the Patreon, it's patreon.com. iamATLien. I give them behind the scenes stuff. I spill tea over there, but y'all got all the tea on both the channels today. Y'all saw that? Y'all saw how I did that? Don't ever say what I can't do. But anyway, good night, you all. Like this video, subscribe. Shout out to the squads. Shout out to the squads. Shout out to the new squad members. Shout out to Nene Leakes for calling, or for her assistant for calling, and for me calling, and for her picking up the line on the first ring and acting like she didn't know who I was. It's all good. It's all good. All I ever want for anybody I know is for you to pick up the phone when I call. That's my only wish. You know, that's my only wish. That just says a lot about anybody. When I call, you just pick up the phone. Right? Right. So, I'm out. Good night.